To all those who seek adventure, justice, and big damage numbers that come out of the enemy's head, welcome to Knights of New Avalon, a Beacon Odyssey, and the only NLR game with the only NLR game that you might find installed in a McDonald's Play Pace. Before we do anything else, let me introduce my amazing players and beacons. Starting with, let's go with Egg.
Oh, hi, I'm Egger Emily, and I have the pleasure of playing Hayes Yoon, the Campion Gravewalker today. Should be a real great time.
Absolutely. How about next up, let's hear from Chouse.
You're bugged.
Let's do Lucian.
Hey, I'm Lucian. I'll be playing Cam, our dwarf life weaver. Just here to do some fishing, you know? And maybe put a run back together. Who can say?
If you have time. Next, let's hear from Foxy.
What's going on, gang? It's Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's Finest. And today, I get to reprise my role as Kana Alba, the Aureate Cavalier, our little elf arsenal. Littlest guy with the mostest swords.
The mostest of swords. And finally, the person who shouldn't be eating during intros, Chad.
I can never tell who you're about to go to.
I don't know either. I just picked someone and then looked and saw that I shouldn't have.
You just throw darts at your screen, just like, all right, them.
A little bit. My eyes just sort of vibrate in a direction like that person.
Hello everyone, I'm Chouse. As you have seen, I am eating burgers, but the person who has more guns than burgers I'm playing Ajax. He's got more guns than I've got burgers.
I got it.
I have 5 burgers. Ajax has 6 guns. I don't know how to fuck say this.
Why do you have 5? Never mind.
Not important.
Honestly, that is the goal that I strive towards. That's a great
Handful of
burger
burgers.
How many are they? Sliders or are they like full on like quarter pounders? What's going on?
Decent sized burgers. They're not like little Hawaiian
Wow.
burgers.
All right. Anyways, and I, who's playing everyone else in this world, am Tate Washburn, the wonderful game maestro here, and the one who's going to try and keep our beacons on track. Let's see how this goes. Although I won't have to do much this time because they are already pointed like a deadly arrow at the problem at hand. Last session, our players and beacons were woken up early in the morning to find that there was an issue with the Realm Palace of the Magnolia Realms. The Realm Crystal seems to be under attack and isolated. As they tried to enter, they had to fight and convince the Thorn, the Realm Protector Knight, that they were allowed in. And once they were in, they had to navigate a constantly shifting and multi-dimensional castle that was sort of warping around some magical thing that they did not quite yet understand. Ajax was able to locate both the crystal and the people, as well as, I believe, Hayes helped find out which people were which. And they first decided to go after what seemed to be the largest group, which they discovered were the civilians and the actual rulers of the realm, who are huddled together in one room that they have managed to stabilize, if only just. And that is where we find our players now, hoping that they can figure out what to do about some strange magical ritual they have begun to sense but not yet understand. Now, I would like to, here and now, release you into that scene. You have the civilians and you have the leaders of the realm here, the various mayors. The space is yours.
Well, friends, we know what comes next, yes?
We do.
There were 2 groups of individuals we had to follow. The larger one, we are present in front of, and there is no combat here. The other must be where the realm crystal is, and we can assume whatever threatens this realm will be there.
Drew, Ajax, how much time do we have?
How much
would
time?
know, Ajax?
Yeah.
It's measured in maybe about an hour or less. You have the time to get there, but not handily. You might want to. You have some time to talk, is what I'm gonna say, but not a whole lot.
Okay. Enough time for the what's the word? For the inspiration, but not for leisure. These are not fighters. That is for sure. They are good people.
You see next to you the man Dusk Lau, the Cambion man that you'd convinced not to separate the realm, as well as the other mayors are here, and they're sort of standing next to you, and Dusk is the one who steps forward and says, before you leave, you should know, we convened last night to attempt to reconcile our differences. We were voting, we were going to stay together, but we would hope to take your inspiration and not continue to have this argument. But each of our assistants did something while we were in the Realm Crystal courtyard. It's difficult to describe. None of us are exactly realm experts. And he looks down, he seems upset, and I believe you met Vanity and Gregory, the two that were working on the separation project. They tried to stop them. They recognized something. And they're gone.
Vanity and Gregory are gone?
Yes. And you see, I believe it's Dawn was one of the mayors that specifically wanted to separate. Said, yes, I was standing next to Vanity, and it was like he was split in half. Gregory stepped forward, and I believe he was either teleported away or incinerated on the spot. There were more people who arrived and backed up our assistance, and we had to run. If it weren't for those two, we wouldn't have made it here.
Would Ajax know the mechanisms at which someone would be able to, like, just do that from range?
A whole bunch of different spells, but in particular, you would assume something realm-based, like basically someone expanded the realm on the middle part. The incineration is just a lot of fire, probably. Like,
Yeah.
there's plenty of fire magic that can do that without a lot of flames. You can just sort of light someone on fire from the inside. It's a thing. Neither of them were combat mages, so they probably don't have a lot of resistance to those sorts of things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You guys
especially
naturally
with,
have
like,
a lot of that.
Yeah, especially with, like, the appearing that the dude got split in half.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that's more
That
of,
one
like,
seems interesting to you.
Yeah, because, like, that shouldn't happen. I imagine visually it's kind of like Loki when he's, like, time slipping, kind of just, like,
Maybe.
warps and. But
It's a part of your understanding of how, like, magic works, especially combat mages. You guys naturally have a lot of magical protection because you have so much magic in and around you. It's harder to do that sort of thing to you. But someone who is more academic and less powerful, it takes a lot less to do that sort of thing.
Okay.
But yeah, that's what they basically have to say. They'll, I think, urge you, especially. I need to make sure I keep having my notes open. Nimbus, Thorn's mom, said specifically, we hate to ask you for your help again.
And yet, that is exactly why we are here.
Indeed.
And then, yeah, you see the crowd sort of around and behind you are all murmuring, looking to you with hope.
Deliberation will do us nothing. If time is not our ally, let us make surprise.
Sounds like a plan.
We strike now, as fast as we can and with all of our force. Whatever threatens this realm, we put an end to it.
You are guided towards the door to this large room. Unless there was something else you wanted to say in the scene.
Cam wants to be the last person out of the room,
Sure.
if possible. Basically, Cam wants to say something to the mayors after the rest of the beacons leave, so if anybody else wants to say something.
On the way out, I feel that Ajax would. My thought is like give some fist bumps to the guards that were
Yeah.
guarding the door, and just like
You've got
you've been
multiple
doing
fists.
a wonder. I know, but there's only 2 guards.
There was only
Give
two
each
at
of
that
them
door.
2 fist bumps.
Yeah. And kind of just really acknowledge them and just be like, you're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Yeah, you could see they were clearly frazzled when you like entered the room. Like they were shaky. Their courage was probably going to fail soon. They are seemingly bolstered by the strange robot man, giving them cool fist bumps. Yeah, so Cam, you are the last one out. I think
Yeah.
the guards are leading the other 3 to sort of the other door in the small hallway. You got a
Cam
moment
will-
to say something.
He'll turn to the mayors and just say, your mistakes have caused irreparable harm to not only the people, but the realm itself. Reflect on your mistakes. This conversation is not over. And he'll turn and walk away.
Yeah, and I think especially Razor and Dawn as the 2 that really pushing for it seemed both upset but hold their tongue, as well as at least a little mollified. It's Dusk who I think almost like turns around to be on your side with this. It's like, yeah, as you leave. He doesn't say that, but anyways. Yeah, I will remind you as you guys leave that you have you were given a certain advantage as you have an option to sort of either navigate to choose the direction you want to go in to leave, or choose the direction that you're going to enter this if you want to spend the extra time navigating this castle, or you can just head straight there and then I'm just placing you where you end up. I will say to do the first one is going to take at least a skill roll or 2.
I mean, I say we just go for it. Why waste the time? We're all in one place. Stay together, charge through, and whatever gets in the way, we get rid of it.
Yeah, I think if we know we're short on time,
Fair. Yeah, especially if time is the
And that's generally
Sorry?
why it would take a skill roll or 2 to get to let you sort of position yourselves. Is that if you want to do that and do it in time, it's gonna be difficult. But if y'all are happy with just sort of going for it, then
running it down mid.
Let's do it.
yeah.
Group 5,
Well,
push
son.
mid.
Don't line up. They have
Honestly.
ops.
Alloys up in here.
then let me change the soundscape real quick. I got a whole mood set up for it in the Crystal Courtyard. You arrive, and it's been a sort of quirk of this space that you don't sense the rooms you're in until you open the door to them, as they're all sort of separated out into their own realms. As you enter this courtyard, you exit a door, and it's outside. The sky is roiling and looks like it's almost starting to fracture. You can see into the aether in places, and you go across a bridge and are presented with 3 doors. You sense in the courtyard, past these doors, are 3 ritual circles that are being done at different spots, and various of these this close to the crystal, you feel, especially Haze, you feel these are Aetherlings, for sure. Sorry, I gotta adjust my volume. But they seem more put together than Fennec was. They seem determined in the way a person is to do this. It is as you enter as well, you feel each of these doors with these tokens here are full of dimensional magic. The doors are closed, but not impassable. You can feel getting close to them and activating them will do something. I'll say it's not going to hurt you, but it is going to maybe mess with space a bit when you do so.
Oh boy.
One way to find out.
Yep.
Yes. You also can tell the Aetherlings can feel where you are. And each of them, through stone and door and dimensional space, turn to look at you at the same time. And then all in one voice, they say, "We are the ones who have built this realm and this place, and we no longer wish to stand together. Do not stop us. Do not stand against us, or you will suffer the fate of the two mages who once shared our belief."
Anna will take a single step forward and flare his etheric aura as proudly as he can. Have at thee, then.
Yeah. They each then immediately prepare. The mages amongst them, you can see this guy here and here, each turn towards the circle. And excuse me a minute while I set this up. You can tell instantly, and that's this clock here that I've placed. These ritual circles are what they're going to do to separate the realm. And Ajax, you can tell this is not the ritual that was prepared by Vanity and Gregory. This is significantly more haphazard, you could say.
Yeah,
And
it's more of meant to just tear the realm apart rather than actually gently separate them.
So I'll say that the goal of this combat, to be direct, is to break up those ritual circles. You can stand on them, and I will say, I don't know if this is like a real mechanic in this game, but I'm going to say roll magic, like a magic check, and you will just, they each have a certain number of hit points, or like a number of success checks to destroy it, but if you roll like something closer to a 20, they're going to go down. They're going to go down real hard. It's only going to take one really good roll to take them down, but you do have to stop them. Even if the mages aren't nearby, it will continue to tick down, you could say.
Okay, let me put down my, what's it called? My ley lines, if that's all right.
Yes, please.
Mark them in like a gold color today. Okay, so we'll do one here, if that's all right. I don't know.
You can definitely place them regardless
Okay.
of if it's like through walls or doors. You just get to place them anywhere on the battlefield, is my understanding.
It was more a question of like, I don't know how big, like, can it overlap a little bit with the ritual circle? I don't know
yes,
how,
sure.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then I'll put one
You
here.
could put one right on the ritual circle if you want. That's not a problem.
Oh, really? Okay. Then
Your ley lines, the way I'm conceptualizing them is basically a space that you can reach out with magic. That's not going to disrupt the ritual circles that are sort of digging into the space itself.
Okay, great. And then I'll put the third one. You know what? I'll actually put the third one also in the main room. Put it there.
Cool.
All right. Yep. There we go.
All right, then the question is, anyone is going to do something in the first initiative? Oh, it's been a minute
Yeah.
since I've looked at this, so I'm trying to remember exactly what that is. Sorry, I would have guided you otherwise.
You're good.
All
Yeah.
good, yeah.
You're good. It would normally be the phase we see our tank go in, but
I'm gonna pass on that.
Yeah.
All right. I think I have guys that do something in Initiative 1. Sorry, let me. Yep. Yes. So the large suits of armor, which actually look extremely familiar to you, they look like from the one wandering dungeon that attached to the Viridian Sands. They seem to be the same thing. They each move to sort of stand between the doors and the ritual circles. This guy moves over there. This guy's actually going to move right there. And what they're doing with their turn is actually, you see them sort of clamp their shields down to, they become large cover. Or they become cover, it's an ability they have. Yeah, called Shield Wall. So they are preparing for your assault. Initiative 2, which now that I have open, I'll be able to help. Channel. Is anyone going to channel?
Nope.
what's that?
Cool. Then each wizard steps into a part of the circle. Apologies, I am trying to try to remember how all this works. Each of these then is going to do an action and reduce the clock. You feel them each channel into this these circles. The space shudders, not like an earthquake, like a living thing, roiling and uncomfortable, as the sky above you cracks more, like a wound opening. And that's what they do, so they're not gonna be able to do much else this time. All right, 3. Who's moving on 3? Skirmish.
Ajax?
I sprint. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot I was muted. Let's see.
So please tell me
Ajax
which
is-
door you're gonna go through if you're gonna go through one.
I know. I feel like they're gonna send me somewhere else, but Ajax is just gonna head directly for this one
Cool.
in an attempt to set up a shot, but at the same time, if I can't send through.
You are
Okay, where'd I
moved
go?
up to this door.
Okay, cool. Oh, that door.
You immediately
Okay.
know you can go back through the same door, no problem.
Okay.
And I'm going to reveal
Um,
the.
How do I add text that doesn't show up for everyone?
Oh no, everyone, because everyone can sense where you went. So I'm just
Oh, okay,
adding
you
the
already-
title to it,
Yeah. Okay.
so you all can see the word 1 beneath that one.
Yes.
Yes. So that is Portal 1.
Also, would y'all be like right
Okay.
there, like on the spot that they stepped on?
I guess that's true. Yeah, if you want to put yourself.
Plunk. And then let's see. Can I?
That's a wall. That's a wall.
Yeah,
right
but
there.
can I shoot through the wall?
Do you have
Can I
lets you
target
shoot through
past
walls?
the wall?
Do you have?
I've
Well, you do
got-
have something that does that lets you ignore cover, right?
Arcing. I believe.
Arcing. You have a weapon with arcing, right?
Did I ignore line of
my
sight?
Experimental.
These walls have windows and there's not like
Oh, okay, bet.
they're not
Okay.
they're like they're solid enough that you'd have hard time shooting through them normally, but I think that
Okay.
I'm gonna let arcing get through them.
Okay.
Oh, I thought these were like
See,
solid tunnels.
how
Okay.
far is he?
That changes
oh,
things.
lovely.
They're extremely
How
small
s-
windows to the point you could not crawl through them. They're like
Mhm.
like arrow slots.
Right, okay.
How sturdy does this wizard guy look?
Decently, honestly.
Decently.
Shoot him and find out.
Okay. Yeah. I will just go ahead and use my experimental weapon.
Yes. He is a aged arithmomancer. Arithmomancer? That's what I wrote down. Arithmomancer. As you see, that he
Nerd.
is, yeah, he is effectively that. A big magic nerd.
Okay. That's an 18 plus 6 to hit. It's got arcing and accurate.
Dang, yeah, it's gonna hit. That's just to be clear, that's an 8 defense or a armor
Oh,
thing,
I
or
thought
a
that's
dodge thing.
this is normal dodge because it's not
Oh, yeah.
etheric.
It's not etheric. That'll hit either way. Just wanted to know.
Crits too.
Yeah, so roll that damage.
Alrighty, that is 4.
You also
plus
crit, so roll it
2.
twice.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
one,
18 plus 6. That's over 20.
oh, yeah.
Okay. It's 6 plus 2.
8. All right. He takes 7 damage as he does have 1 armor.
Kai.
And yeah, he is not bloodied, but
Okay.
it looks pretty close, to be honest.
Okay.
You see this bolt sort of arc between these arrow slots as it sort of flies through the small spaces it can, and a wall of very wizardly-looking symbols and magical armor does try to stop your blast, but does very little to do that. It vaporizes like part of his cloak, and you can see this aged man is not really there, if that makes sense. Like he's not bleeding, he's smoking like an Aetherling would.
Oh, okay.
Like the fact that he acts as if he has been hit in a serious way. He's not acting like an Aetherling.
Interesting.
Grips his shoulder and looks at you menacingly.
He's just standing there. Menacingly. Alright, and then
Yeah.
I need to see if I need to reload. I do not.
Perfect. Alright, anyone else working on skirmish?
Do you still have movement left, Ajax? Do you want to go back? Do you want to stay there?
I
you
think
can.
I can absolutely stay here and just rain fire on this. I've got another weapon that would absolutely be able to take him out in one hit.
No argument. I mean, I would just be careful, maybe get away from the door, because we know that door
That's
leads
Very
here,
possible.
and you know,
Yeah.
our friend over here or our friend over here could easily step
That's
through that,
true.
and I'd be scared. I'd be concerned.
Yeah, so I will clunk, clunk, clunk over to here and get a better sight line.
Mhm.
So okay, real quick, for
Yep.
my own sanity, do we get the sense that if Ajax walked back through, he would end up in our room and not on the other side of the wall?
He'd end up in your room.
Okay, cool. In that
I
case,
think honestly, because it's fully revealed, if they went through that door, they would end up here.
inside, right? Okay, cool. Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
they would end up in that center
Alright.
area.
In that case, I'm also going in skirmish.
Okay, go.
I will.
I love
Before
this
moving, let's see. Can I reach that? Yes. So I'm gonna cast Storm Surge on this wizard here,
What do?
pointing to the right. It is a arcing etheric indirect attack.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it hits everybody in the line, and it's line 4, so it'll hit both of those guys. Let's see.
So it feels like you need to be closer to do that if it's line 4, right? Like, because that line starts where you're at.
No,
It's,
no, no,
But
no.
it's range is my scope.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's range
level.
12,
Okay.
but line 4. So I'm
Ah,
starting
okay.
at the wizard pointing right. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does like a 9 sound?
Reroll table.
It does not get the wizard, but it does
Okay.
get the empty armor.
Well, you roll
Yeah,
attacks
okay.
separately for each entity. You roll damage once for all entities for line attacks.
Well then roll the second one for the wizard then, just to
Okay.
be nice.
Aww.
How does?
What a sweet-
Ooh, that's worse. That's a 6. I'm gonna take a reroll. I'll take the strain. I'll take 1d3 stress.
Mm-hmm.
That is 1 stress.
Only one.
Nice. Only 1.
Nice.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat 1 on the attack. Okay, cool.
That wizard was just not gonna move. That was just
No,
what's
he
gonna happen.
was not gonna move. All right. So yeah, I'm pushing the guy into the dimensional portal.
Yep. Let me move him.
Whoop.
Yeah.
So
How
that
many does he
connects-
move?
Just 1. It's just to the end of the thing, so it would just been like right through the door, and that's it.
It's right there. Yeah, Ajax, you see, because you can kind of see through the portal doors a bit. Yeah, you see this knight sort of stumble that direction. Look at you. Look at the door. He cannot see the person that he's supposed to protect. This one doesn't seem quite as human as the wizards, or the they're called wrathful woodcutters, are these other beast folk.
Scary lumberjacks.
Scary lumberjack. He also takes 2
They have
stress for being hit.
stress.
Yeah.
That actually gets him because he's a minion.
Oh.
Hey!
Cool. I will also take my movement, so I got 5 speed, so I'll go 1, 2, and I'm gonna step through this door.
Sorry, that one. All right, 3. Where's 3? You end up out over here in the courtyard.
In the courtyard. Okay.
Uh-oh.
I see him stumble through the portal, have a panic attack, and just fall over.
Yeah. Well, I think you actually just see bits of armor fall through the portal in like a heap.
My boy got fucking Lego Star Wars.
All right.
Break
In that
down.
case, I'm gonna come back through and take 2 more steps towards this towards the top one. All right, but and then I'm done.
Cool. Anyone else going in 3?
So just to confirm, we can see like through the portal doors.
Yeah, you can't. You see 2 where they should go, not where they actually go.
Okay. If we were to shoot through the portal doors, the bullet would go to where it would actually go and not where it should go.
It'll go to where it should go, not where it actually goes.
The missile knows where it is by knowing where it is.
What?
Let me put it this way. Let me put it this way. The portal only teleports people because people are magical beings. It doesn't teleport attacks.
Okay.
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 It's a trap. It's technically a trap that activates when you step on it, not when
Oh,
bullets
gotcha.
fly
Okay.
through.
Oh my
Gotcha.
god.
The mental math, that one.
So just-
I love sentences.
Don't think like the door is actually connected. Think of it's a teleporting pad like in a Pokemon game.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm not going in 3. I'm chilling.
4. Anyone going in 4?
I will. I'll go in 4.
Hey.
I will be rushing to move up to my speed again. So first I will use my regular speed to go bop 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 into the door.
Yep, you end up over here still.
Do I end up on this one then?
Yep, right there.
On the side of the door? And then I will go 1, 2, 3
Okay.
again of movement.
You still got 1 more space. It only took you 2 to get to the portal. Because you were next to me. Yeah?
Oh! Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, you got 1 more spot.
Okay. Woo!
Okay. So just
And then I will minor action to summon a tombstone.
All right.
But I need to remember exactly how far I can summon a tombstone from me.
Pretty fucking far, right?
It is range is scope. Scope is 10.
Yeah, decently far.
Alright, so I will. Pop one up over here. Stone number 1.
Really quick, Ajax. Not to peek behind the curtain for everyone. If I screwed up your positioning slightly, would you be mad if you were actually in here instead? You could still have done the attack and all that.
Yeah, I would have still been able to do the attack.
Yeah,
So,
sorry.
I don't-
It should be like the
Should've
direction you
been
go
on
is the
the-
direction you come out. If that makes sense. Because you entered
Okay.
from the right, you should exit on the left. I messed yours up. Not 3. You notice how in 3 you go right and
Okay.
you come out on the right side?
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
Okay.
Sorry, I realized that afterwards. I'm like, nope, wrong
That's
side.
all good. Because I should be able to absolutely reach him from there.
Yes, there we go.
That might honestly be an even
Cool.
better spot for you to be in right now. No cap.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I planned it that way. I gave you guys good portals here.
I play. It's all part of my plan, guys. I swear.
Sorry. Anyways, but yeah, continue your turn. Pace. My apologies.
I did my minor action, I did my movement, I did my
Oh, that's it
action. I think that's everything for me.
All right. Now
Yeah, thank you.
5, I believe.
You know what it is. It's your boy.
Young Kana
Boy,
Back at it again.
with the white vent.
All right. So first off, starting my turn, I get to shift 1. Hayes, do you want backup? Or should I go for the far portal?
You can go for the far one. I do have one question though, which is,
Yeah.
was I supposed to reset my focus between last encounter and this one?
no.
Nope,
Okay,
focus
cool.
stays. All right, then I'll shift 1,
Just making sure.
and then I'll start my
Like a
normal.
red thing.
I'll start my normal movements. Let's go 1, 2.
Yeah, your movement, the massive
3,
amount of movement that you
4.
definitely have.
Yeah, let's go. Actually, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where am I going, boss?
You are that one. The left.
Oh, that
here.
one. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Left side top.
Oh, hold on. Left side top.
Or would it be left?
Oh,
side
here?
bottom?
No.
Yeah, left side
Yeah.
top portal, but you would be
Okay.
going.
Yeah,
he'll be
into
coming out that
main
side, yeah.
chamber Area.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
that's
That's not a
fine.
problem.
That's correct. Yeah.
I've still got 2 speed left. I'm gonna keep up with that. I'm gonna go my last 2 for speed. I no longer have speedster to do my extra movement as a free action. So instead, I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna do a thing I normally don't really do a whole lot actually. I'm gonna take a minor action and change my Phantom Armory to the. Let's go with the bow profile. Why not?
Ooh.
I'll make it a main bow. And then I'll
What's this
go
bow
ahead.
look like? I'm kind of curious.
I think
I'd like
it's-
a little flavor here.
I think it honestly looks like kind of like gathers his hands together and pulls. And it's kind of like a circle of blades at first, but then the outer 2 blades
Uh-huh.
grow longer. And he kind of just like takes hold of one and it's like, well, this is new. And just pulls back and it's gonna take a shot. I won't get any accuracy or anything on this, but it is arcing, which doesn't really matter here. But
It does because this guy is cover.
oh, you're right. You're so right.
Oh, even better.
Even better. Here we go.
This man has a tower shield down, and it's an empty suit of armor, but it almost feels like, aha, I have not chosen right. And then
How's
this
an
arrow's
11?
gonna go right over his head.
How's an
And
11?
Is gonna hit. It's not etheric, right?
Nope.
Yep, that'll hit then.
Cool. So 1d6 damage for 4.
Yep, that'll do 3.
Is he not a grunt?
Oh, you're hitting the armor?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did. Sorry, I thought you were hitting the mage. I
Nope.
assumed.
Getting him out of the way.
Armor gun.
I defeated an enemy, so victory rush procs. I'm gonna get my grit plus 2 temp health.
Ooh.
Wait a
So-
second.
I've got 3 temp health now. And I think that's my turn.
Alrighty. Then, yeah. I have lost track of where we're at. We're on, Brawl.
6.
Right. Anyone
Yeah,
else
yeah,
gonna
5
be in,
5 still, yeah.
Brawl?
There's no one else. We're all done. We've all gone.
Alright,
I never know somebody might want to search.
That's
Oh,
true.
true. Yo, I
Anyone
might
want
surge.
to surge in 6 then and release, or still in Brawl, I guess, if you wanna.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it, I'll surge. Why not? Let's do that.
Yeah.
I am
Surge,
still
baby.
at 1d3 plus 1 stress for my surge right now, so let's take a solid 1 plus 1 stress for 2. Nice.
Hey.
We love keeping that
A
stress
little
low.
stressful.
A little stressful, but nothing crazy. My turn starts. I get to do my rollout again, so I slide 1. And then I'm going to do my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we go 6, 7. Get to right here. Hey, friend.
Hey, buddy.
This is not a. He's like, not your friend. He seems panicked.
Yeah, that's totally valid. I'm gonna go ahead and minor action again to shift my Phantom Armory back to a main blade profile, because that seems like a really cool thing to do. Since it's a main, I'm gonna get a D6 accuracy. It's also accurate, so I'll get an extra accuracy. And there's a reason why I care about that. Let's hope it matters. It does! 15 plus 5 plus 1 is 21. That's a crit. This weapon has my key enchantment, meaning it's going to deal an extra D3 damage. So it's going to be a D6 plus a D3 plus 1 damage. D6 first, it's a 5. D3 afterwards, it's a 4. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8 damage total.
8. Oof. He is bloodied.
Perfect. Yeah, I think this is again, like, you know, fires the bow, takes it down, and then like kind of runs up, and like I imagine that like pins it on the ground and it shatters as he jumps off of it, and then kind of comes around with like you know, like bringing a blade down, slices through this thing somewhat, spins it, and just much more my speed. Where were we?
Yeah, Mage doesn't look happy about that. All right, we all good with that round then?
Fine
5?
Argonian silk. You
That-
fool.
All right then. Anyone doing anything in 6? Anyone want to search for 6 for release? I don't know if that works.
No, you can't.
You have to channel,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then 7. Anyone gonna surge in 7?
I absolutely will.
Fucking blam blam!
Ajax will see that his experimental weapon did not do as much damage as he was hoping, despite it doing max damage to this motherfucker. And
But when I
he'll just be
say
like,
that he was almost bloodied, I need you to understand that Foxy did exactly 1 more damage and he was bloodied.
I know, but with that being so, how do I want to describe this? He got rubber since Ajax got rubber banded over here. He's gonna like, alrighty.
There was a weird dimensional shift and suddenly you were in a different room. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Ajax will pull out his lunar can and be like, let's try this for size, and he'll probably actually set it up in like the arrow slot. It's just like the
So long as
the
it
end of
has
this
arcing, then
almost-
I don't mind you doing that.
It does not, but it is just a line attack.
I will say, if you move over here, I don't know if that
to
door
shoot
like
through
is.
the door.
Yeah. Let me line tool that shit. No, like here to.
Yeah, that would work better.
That will let you
to-
hit that guy if you want to.
Okay. I was hoping to get the armored guy as well, but you know, I'm mainly worrying about the wizard.
You could also step through it and see where it takes you if you want to take a shot.
That's a horrible plan.
a horrible idea.
Is there rules for doing things like magic checks in combat, like on its own, or like other skill checks?
I mean, you can make a non-combat check during a turn, if during combat if it calls for it. It's totally valid.
Yeah.
I'll say, do you want to try and figure out where it goes? This is definitely not a thing the game wants me to do, but like, if you fail, it's gonna be a stress, is what I'm gonna say. If you crit fail, it'll be like a D4 of stress.
Let's see, of like, if shooting in this direction.
No, if you want to
if
see
it
where that
would-
goes. If you want to see where a portal goes.
Oh, to
I'll
see
let you
where
do
that portal
1 a
goes?
turn.
Sure, I'll see if getting up close to it, it'll probably also just be like feel like something will pop up on almost like a multi-tab thing in like Ajax's mind of just like, hey, can we figure out where the fuck these things go?
My boy split his desktop.
Virtual desktop processing. Here we go. I'm gonna say because it's not like a regular roll. Do we think it's appropriate to use the same scale of like failure, mixed success, full success?
Yeah, I think that seems perfectly fine.
Cool. Then roll that beautiful bean footage. I need to find what those are.
And then, would I be able to proc my background skills here, or?
Yes. Yeah, this is just a skill check in combat.
Okay. I feel like either Number Cruncher or Trailblazer would.
Trailblazer feels like the most appropriate for me, honestly, at this point.
That's a flat +2 for invoking your title.
Flat +2.
And then the +1 for. Or no, is that your title or a skill?
It's a
Trailblazer.
title.
Trailblazer
is
is
the title, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do a skill and evoke your title, right? You can do both.
You can do both.
So you get with the skill, I believe 2 because it's a level 2.
Number Cruncher is rank 3.
Then what you do is roll a d20, roll 3d6, but only take the highest,
You get 3 accuracy.
and then a flat +2.
Yep.
And then a +1 for grit, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 and a 2, so that's a 14 plus 4 from the skill.
It's enough.
Skill.
Plus 2,
But if he gets 20,
and then plus
Oh, that's true.
1.
what's that total?
So
Sorry.
21?
Yeah.
21?
What?
On a crit, I'm gonna say that you learn 2 things. One, that 4, this is portal 4, and it goes to this one down here.
Okay.
So let me do that. The second thing you learn that if you, and another turn, because I'm only gonna let you do that once a turn. When you go into these portals, you can roll a check and decide to go out the wrong door, the way you did the first time before I fixed it.
Huh.
Okay.
If you roll a crit, I'll let you pick a different portal entirely, but that's...
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, where's 4 linked?
Down.
There
okay.
to there.
Yeah.
Hold on, to where? I missed it. I got it.
Left side.
Yeah.
Bottom left side.
Had to show stream, my bad.
Yep.
All
Yeah.
good.
Sorry, stream, that I've made a very complicated but intricate map.
It's fun, I
Well,
like
fuck
it.
It's really,
map.
it's just fun. It's like solving the
this
puzzle
is
at the same
This
time.
is so fun, dude. I love
Yeah.
this.
I also,
Yeah.
I am scared to know what your side of things look like, because my thought is like you just have lines drawn connecting
I
the
just
portals to one
have the
another.
words. I can see the words when you guys
God.
don't.
Oh, okay.
I have to look for it every time. I have a logic
that's-
to it,
that's a
sort
bit
of. We can
better.
talk about off stream, but anyways.
Yeah.
So you can
yeah,
still take that
so-
shot if you want to take that wizard out, or if you want to go through that portal. I'll let you sort of pick right here.
I will absolutely take that wizard out.
Shoot that wizard.
Get that motherfucker.
Shoot nerds!
That is a 2 to attack. I will absolutely re-roll. Take
Ooh, yeah, you're gonna wanna do that.
1d3 stress.
He doesn't have a lot of dodge, but he has more than 2.
Rolled a 1, so that's 2 stress added. Re-rolling.
I thought you meant on the attack. I was like, damn.
That's much better. That's a 19 on the die.
That'll
plus the
definitely
1 for
hit.
grit.
Crit.
That's a 20. That's a crit.
Crit that motherfucker.
Something tells me he's gonna die, but
So-
let's see what the numbers have come out as.
It's a 3d6 plus 3. So 2, 6, and a 6.
Yeah,
And then. Okay, fair enough.
You blast through this thing's chest, and much like your first blast, much like Kana's attack, he's clearly an Aetherling and doesn't know it. In that he grips his chest and can see this wound, and his eyes grow wide as he dissolves and becomes nothing. This aged arithmomancer.
Fucking Comstar acolyte ass.
Tate, I'm wondering, was I able to see that guy from where I am, or are these like actual walls around the?
You can't
Around the
see
center
him, but
crystal.
you can sense everything going on. Your magical
okay.
senses are why you can see all of these units, even though they're behind walls or under cover and
Yeah.
stuff.
Got you.
Yeah, you have more movement if you would like to move again.
Yes. I will take the step into Portal 4.
Yeah.
And
I would
try
say you
to...
already did a check, so you can't do that again this turn.
Yeah.
We're gonna limit that
yeah.
to one skill check a turn.
Okay.
So yeah, you
And
come out
then
down here.
on the
Come at the
bottom side.
bottom.
Okay.
Yep.
Lovely jubbly.
What?
Hoping for that.
Lovely jubbly.
What?
What?
Oh, no, you're on the portal.
Y'all-
Sorry, I just don't
Have
like
I not
touching it.
said
'cause
that before?
You are right there.
Okay, yeah. Have I not said lovely jubbly before on this
No,
channel?
no, you
I don't believe
not.
so.
I thought I...
I don't think so.
You just made that up. That's not real.
I mean,
not
I'm
real.
here for
Yeah,
it,
it's not
you know? Let's
Yeah,
make
sure.
it.
If that's
More
if
of
that's
that.
your, if that's your
I feel like it's been part of
catchphrase
my
now,
lexicon for a long while now.
Sure.
I don't watch all the shows you're in, man. But like I
You know what's
haven't.
part of my lexicon? Killing nerds. Let's get back to it.
Anyways, if you have any more movement, you can use it. But I think that's probably the end of what you can do. Or I guess you haven't used a free action, so if you want to use that. I also don't know if you checked if you need to reload that or not.
I do absolutely need to reload that.
All right.
What? We'll worry about that later.
Right. Is that your turn then?
Actually, let's see.
Because it's a
Fast
full attack
reload.
is
Let's
what
see
you
if
get to do
procs.
this
It does
time,
not.
right?
Yeah, that was a full attack.
Okay.
So I can't really do anything or attack with any other
Fair enough.
things.
Anyone else gonna surge here?
Me. I'm gonna surge. Alright, so 1d3 plus 1 stress. Ooh, that's gonna be 4 stress. Which is okay.
Remember
alright,
last boss
so-
fight we were getting all uppity at Kana for running up on stress? Look at you now.
Oh, but see, I'm fine because I have 8 stress cap. Alright,
5, 7.
I'm going to Storm Surge on that same wizard again, but I'm going to try to push him to right in front of the teleporter.
Okay.
So not actually through it.
Okay.
How does an 11 sound? This is etheric.
For etheric defense, that's not gonna make it, man.
Ooh, I will
They're
re-roll
very
that.
etheric defense.
I figured. I'll take the you become marked, so I am now marked.
I thought you were Lucian.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I am become Mark.
How does a 16 sound?
That'll get it.
There we go.
Barely didn't make
That's
it last time, to be
I'll
honest.
hit him eventually. Alright, so he should end up right here. I'll also spend 1 MP to force him to make a bulk save.
Ooh, that's not a thing he's gonna be good at.
He's a nerd. Hit the gym, dork.
Save target is 11.
Ooh, he got a 17. He rolled
Damn,
pretty
hit
good
the
on
gym.
that.
Ooh, okay.
Damn.
Alright, so that's
He listened.
Alright. I will then
He
use
can
my
roll his
movement.
sleeves up. No, he has a -1 bulk. He was just lucky this time.
I'll use a movement to walk to there, and then I'm going to
Uh-huh.
use my other attack to hit him with my needle. Because that has range 5.
It does.
How does an 11 sound? This is just a regular attack.
That's gonna hit.
Cool. That is 1d3 plus 2 force. Oh, he also took 2 stress from the wave.
Oh, good to know.
That's going to be 3 force damage.
All right. Nice smattering of damage there.
And that's it for my turn.
Perfect. Is anyone else gonna search now, or are we wait until next round?
Let's next round it, boss.
All right. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wrathful woodcutter is gonna run up on Kana.
Bring it.
I need to make sure I remember what it does. Yeah. So
Time
he's just
to
gonna.
chop.
Yep. Remind me, reliable 3. What does that mean?
Hit or miss, you deal 3 damage.
Uh-huh. Alright. Then he's attacking you. That's only a 6.
It's a miss.
Alright.
Take
Funny
3.
enough, while they're at a... Right, you still take the 3 damage.
Oh no, my temp health.
And then... he gains 5 temp HP with Bloodthirsty. Or no, that's when he hits. Sorry, he missed. He doesn't. It's not when he does damage. It's when he hits with attack. Let's see. Was there anything else? Nope. That's all he has got. This guy is gonna also try and 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, he's gonna get to this 5, but that's. And then he'll, with his action, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and running up on Ajax. And that's what they got. Eh. All right, I believe that means we go back around the horse, unless someone wanted to surge a delay. I don't know if you're allowed to do that. Anyways, back to 1. Anyone doing something?
All right,
in 1?
round 2. Here we go.
Right? Nothing? Cool.
Nobody on.
The protectors are in 1. The empty armor. And they only have a speed of 4. Them is slow. Alright. Actually, no, this one's gonna try and run to his friend over here.
Before he
they
gets
only-
psychically pushed through the portal.
Potentially.
This one goes through here, I think, where... Oh, pops out there. So yeah, this one is 5, so you've now seen it, I will mark it.
Ah.
He's in there by himself, like, hello? Hello?
Guys?
You get a sense that they know where these go, so he's probably just trying to get to Ajax, actually.
Where is everybody?
And I'm just gonna check. I don't think they have a ranged attack. Nope, they do not. All right. Okay. That's everything in 1. Anybody doing something in 2?
Like channeling?
Yep.
Anybody? No? All right.
Nope.
All right. Then the last wizard. No, sorry, he was hiding there. We're gonna try and do something. Now that one is channel. It's only the spells that say channel that he has to do to channel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And they go off in the release. I don't know if it works the same with enemies, but it goes off in the release.
It does still. That. Ooh, how much does... For something that's ranged, did they have disadvantage for hitting someone right next to him? I know that's like a thing in other tabletop games. We don't remember
If
seeing
it's an
that.
attack roll, yes.
It's an attack roll. All right, then he is gonna have to... Maybe he won't. It says... Sorry, I'm gonna have to... No, it is a ranged spell attack. All right, so he is gonna move.
Not before he gets before he gets opportunity attacked. Because I have
Yep,
focus.
that's the problem. Yep.
I forgot how I
You
got
can see-
focus,
you
but
can
I
see
got
his-
focus.
You can see him like concentrating, like what? Yep, is it worth it? And he
Well-
tries to take a step back.
All right, let's go with. I guess I'm gonna use. You know what? Oh, I forgot the blood pike is not slow. I'm gonna use that. Why not? Fucking yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's just do that. This is blood pike. No reason to not. There we go. My bad. 18.
That'll hit.
Cool. That's actually a 19 because of my grit. I didn't crit him sadly, but that doesn't really matter too much here. Here comes 2d6
close.
plus 1 lunar damage.
Yeah, he might be dead.
9 lunar damage.
Yeah, he died.
Cool.
You see, he was building up his hand. He had what looked like a concentrated sphere of fire and force, and he tries to take a step back so he's not caught in it. And what does it look like when you get him?
Kana, who already kind of has as the like the like sword blocking the axe swing from the other thing, like isn't even looking at the mage as he steps back, swipes his other hand, a polearm extends into it, and he just kind of spins it in a clean circle, and like looks at the looked at back at the other guy and just like and the other guy just falls in half.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep. He disintegrates again without blood, without anything. It's like he is empty and full of only void.
Gotta focus more often.
Right.
This shit
that's good.
slaps.
Was the
I need to
wizard's,
get motivated more.
Honestly, I gotta lock in, dude.
This guy's taking a step back, so unless Lucian, you also can do something like that.
Funny enough, I have reach 3 on my needle, so I'm gonna hit him with an opportunity attack.
You got the focus to do that?
It doesn't cost focus. That's only for what's it called? You need focus for interpose.
interpose?
Opportunity attacks. Are
Oh,
free.
oh, you're so right. It does not cost focus. I still have 3 focus.
He's hoping you don't kill him, so do what you do.
How does an 18 to hit sound?
That's definitely gonna get him.
All right, and then
You know, funny
That's
enough,
gonna
the last 5
do-
seconds.
that's gonna do 5 force damage. Now, is he bloodied after that 5 damage?
Yes.
Okay,
Just
in that
barely
case, I will spend 1 MP to immobilize him.
Well, dang.
You can stack
Bitch
on-hit
your
effects in the
ass.
order that you want, so I will stack the hit first, and then after he's hit, or after the damage is dealt, unbloodied, immobilized, until end of their
Yeah, I guess
next turn.
he does not get to move, in fact. Although, is there like a save for that at all?
No,
Alright,
it's
fair.
just on hit I can spend the MP and they're immobilized.
You could see in his face he is surprised by this. Like, clearly he was going to do something else. But now instead of channeling something where he could maybe still get you, he's going to do his basic explosion spell. It's a blast one. It's going to be centered on you. And yeah, it does an attack roll.
All right.
It's an etheric one, so...
Okay.
How does a 16 look?
That will hit me.
Cool, you're gonna take 4 force damage as he releases this same
Okay.
sort of compressed ball of fire and force. You get the sense he could have thrown that a lot farther if he needed to.
Right. All right, I'll take 2 because I have 2 armor.
Perfect. Alright, that's all he's got. I'll have to... It's till the end of his turn?
Till the end of his next turn.
Alright, then let me figure out a good symbol for that, but that's all I've got in 2, so if anyone wants to do something in 3...
I will absolutely go in 3. Let's see. That's not what I want to do.
Yeah, we're gonna use a little red snail. It's small, but...
That works.
Little red snail? Oh, I see. I will go ahead and attack this guy here.
Go for it.
I will actually use my shotgun revolvers. Do you attack with linked weapons? Do you roll twice or once?
Twice.
Twice? Okay.
Each is a separate attack roll, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. That is a 19 plus grit, so the 20.
That's a crit.
Another crit, another power die. And then the second attack roll, that is a 13 plus 1, so 14. So I think that's just a normal hit.
Yeah, their dodge is... What'd you get? Because their dodge is like 10.
14.
Yeah, I'll hit.
Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and do the damage. It's 2d3. That's a 5, so 3 plus a 2. So 5 damage on one roll. It's not too bad. We'll have that be the normal attack. And then
You did 5 the first one, and then remember one of those is a crit.
yeah. So
Okay.
5 and a 4.
5 again.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then we'll just roll again to see if I can roll higher than 5. That's a 1 and a 6 on the die.
4.
4. Okay. Okay, so that'd
That
be
was 5 in both of those.
damage from each. I will expend 2 power die to
Mhm.
do bonus damage.
Ooh.
Uh,
Now, is the bonus damage part of both of those attacks? I need to know, real quick. Or is it like another attack? Do we?
it's a part. It is a part of the attack. After
Okay.
rolling an attack
this
or
won't proc
damage
yet,
roll
but-
with a Magitech weapon,
I will
you
say
roll any
in
number
the
of power die. Yeah.
I will say in the first attack, he is building rage every time he takes damage. So he's gonna have
Mhm.
+2 rage here.
Okay. So that is a 4 bonus damage on one, and then that is only a single bonus damage on another, so that's another 5 damage. So what's that,
So-
like 15 damage?
15 total.
No. Yeah, 15 damage total.
It's also extremely beneficial to you that those are part of the 2 attacks. So
Yeah.
once he is bloodied, he was bloodied before the bonus damage, which is why I need to ask. Once he's bloodied, he
Okay.
also gains resistance to several types of damage because he has deadened nerves,
Okay.
including physical, astral, lunar, and force.
Okay.
But because
Not physical,
those are part
though?
of the attacks, and the first one, no physicals included, but he doesn't get resistance
Okay.
right now
Until
because
after, yeah.
he wasn't bloodied until after the second attack. The first one at most was 9, I believe, and he was
Mhm.
bloodied at 10.
Okay.
Nice.
And then quick reload, rolled a 6, so 1.
Although I forgot to put in his armor, so he is slightly more healthy, but that's not
6s.
important. You still got him pretty good.
I got fast reload. I was able to reload both of those. Thank
Ooh.
God I rolled 6 on both of them. And then
Ooh.
I get stare down.
What's that do?
Trigger a character within range or reach of one of your weapon's attacks. I can attack them with that weapon before they roll the attack.
Oh, that might be really useful.
Yeah.
Because he is also now frenzied. While the Fury is bloodied, the melee weapons deal plus 1d6 bonus damage on critical hits.
Uh-oh.
Oh, fun. Thankfully he can't crit me. I've got adamantium armor, so that's
that's
sick.
right. You have the real slow super armor. So
Yeah.
never mind. But you still know about it because it still procs. Also,
Mhm.
when the Fury is breaking, their attack targets are chosen randomly from targets within the range.
Okay.
I see.
They also gain temp HP when they hit people. So
Okay. Like I said, try me.
he is gonna. Oh, don't you worry.
Yeah.
All right. That was skirmish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyone else
Yes.
doing anything in skirmish? All right. So next is reposition. Anything
I'll
going on
go in
reposition?
4.
Perfect.
I am going to first use my minor action to pop another tombstone over here near Chalice, or near Ajax.
Yeah, who the fuck is Chestnut?
The fuck is Joust?
Lucian was so offended. Is
Oh
that,
yeah, I'm so offended.
I don't know. Joust is gone. Sorry.
Sorry.
I saw someone leave out the corner and I misguessed. Also, this. You done with the ears? Timer done? I feel like
It's been long
Yeah,
enough.
probably.
It probably has been.
Probably.
And I will move 1, 2, 3.
You gotta pay for the Llama Head
and
DLC.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh,
That's my movement.
You
I'm on this
engaged
guy.
now, boy.
I'm on this guy.
Yep.
Congratulations.
All right. Cool. That is reposition. Who is gonna do anything in brawl?
I could theoretically wait till full attack, but
That's when they go, if you remember. So the guy in front of you isn't doing anything until that point.
you know what? Yeah, I'll rock out. I'll wait. It ain't no big thing. I'll wait it out. It's all good.
I will surge.
Surge.
Go for it.
Surge.
Surge.
So for 2 stress, so that's my surge cost, and now it goes up.
Just chest.
So I will fight this guy right next to me. Is that what
I'm gonna
looking for?
fucking fight this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Fight
fucking
him.
fight this
Fight.
guy. So I would like to swing me ol' shovel at him.
I swing me shovel.
Swing the old shovel.
Give him a concussion.
Roll for it.
Bong!
So
Fucking gagong this guy.
this is a D20, yes? I'm sorry.
Yes. Plus
It's
your
been
grit.
D20.
Such a
D20
long
plus
time.
grit.
20 plus 1 is 21.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
Hey.
That's a crit.
Yeah, you
That's
crit
right.
him.
Woo!
Although first, he has barbed armor. Whenever an adjacent character hits the fury with a weapon attack, the attacker gains or takes 2 physical damage. So you do take 2 physical damage. Unless
That
you have
is
2 armor.
A-okay.
How much armor do you have?
I have 3 armor,
You
so
take nothing.
that is A-okay. That is
Nothing
all
happens.
right by me.
As you swing at him, his like regular sort of wooden armor and cloth becomes sharp at that moment, but your armor
Wait a
means nothing.
second.
Huh?
Okay, so this is the
That was
first
a
time I've
gasp
critically
round.
hit with my shovel.
Oh, right. You
So
got
when
a
I
shit.
when I critically hit with a club, the target is sundered until the end of their next turn, and they
Ooh.
receive -1 armor for the rest of the scene
Ooh.
to a minimum of 0. And you must also make a bulk save.
Fucking get gagong,
So,
dude.
gonged. All right. He's actually kind of good at bulk. Let's see.
That one. Call it.
8. No, he got a 8, 9, 10, 11. Is 11 what he got? Is what he got. What's your save?
How do I know what the save is?
You save
It's a
target.
safe target.
It's-
It's 11.
Oh, 11. Yeah,
Damn, me
11.
it.
It meets it, beats it. All right, so he's still sundered though, right?
That is A-okay. Yes, he is
Yes.
still sundered. And the damage will be 10 physical.
Woo! Shit.
But
Damn.
he gets armor after the hit or before? Like his armor is reduced.
The armor would be after the hit, I
So
think.
you can stack on hit effects in the order that you like. So you can stack the damage or the on hit, whatever order.
So you could
Um,
apply the sundered first.
Oh, the sundered
Exactly,
first?
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He's taking that
Cool.
10.
It is -10, and he is bloodied.
Woo!
I'd actually look that up because I wasn't. It pertained to what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Hey. Yeah. So now he's got several different bonuses, and he's gonna be resistant to more stuff. But
He's sundered. He can't benefit from resistances.
oh, that's right.
Oh,
Well, until he's unsundered.
Yeah, which is end of
Then
next,
he'll,
next
then he'll
turn.
come
So
back as a fucking beast.
So yeah, he also says that he doesn't get the deadened nerves benefit unless when he is vulnerable as well, specifically.
vulnerable is a different condition.
okay. Yeah.
Oh well, then he
Okay.
should still get it, right? Because he's just
Well, yeah,
resistant
no,
to damage.
yeah, no, but sundered means you can't benefit from resistances.
Oh, so it's yeah,
Yeah.
either.
He
either
has
one
the
will do
resistance, he just can't use it until the end of his next turn.
that. Cool. Anyways. And he has 1 rage. I have to remember to write that down. Yeah. Anything else in your turn?
No, I already did my minor action at the beginning, so I think I'm good.
If you want to
Sorry to
move,
burp
I don't know.
all my
Can I
speech
just
there.
do opportunity attack to
I
enemies?
You'll be able to if your
If
your
enemies
weapon
can-
has.
Oh wait, no, I
reach-
surged, so I get to move again, don't I?
yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll go 1, 2, 3. In the
He's
zone.
going to opportunity attack then, if that's something he's allowed to
That
do.
is A-okay.
Yeah. If your weapon has reach, yeah, absolutely.
He has a +1 because of rage.
Cool.
Oh, that's the damage. Never mind. That is more than a 20.
Yeah, that'll beat my ADEF.
Yeah, well, he just gets stuff on crit, so he's gonna get 5 temp HP.
Sick.
I just have to remember he's still bloodied. As well as how much damage is he doing? That is 8 plus 1d6. Let me pull a d6 out. I didn't think I had to do this. I didn't look at the things.
It'll be 5 plus whatever the d6 is because of my armor. I think.
You got a 6 on that.
5 plus 6, so that's
So
11.
that's 11. Yep.
Ooh, that hurt.
So what's
Uh-huh.
13 minus 11 is 2. I am bloodied.
Oof.
Don't hit my friend.
Cool. Yep, that's what he's got as his reaction.
Cool.
Alrighty. Anyone else going on? We were still on Brawl.
Yes.
Cool. Anyone else going on Brawl?
I'll rock out.
Is
Cool.
the rager near me not able to do anything, or did he already
They
go?
go in. They go in full
They
attack.
go on 7, yeah. They go on 7, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which is why I really should have given him more weapons, but honestly, I like all the extra on rage bullshit instead. Alright. Release. Nothing's happening on release because you guys have absolutely mollywopped the mages.
And I think there's only one left.
Yep.
And then now full attack. So
I'm on it.
first, this guy's.
Whoa,
Oh, yeah,
slow
that's
that
right.
down,
You're gonna go.
boss.
You're gonna go.
Whoa.
You're right,
Easy,
you're right,
easy
you're right,
peasy,
you're right.
boss.
You are correct. You are
I
correct.
got some people I wanna do some damage to real quick.
Mhm.
Let's see. I
need to bong some motherfuckers.
Exactly. First off, let's go with my OG right here. Kana's gonna keep his blood pike out, start kind of spinning it around his body somewhat, and slice down with it. Actually, I'm gonna keep the blood pike and the phantom armor because I'm gonna use them both. We'll do the phantom armor
Okay.
first because it's the one with the keen enchantment. So once again, 2 accuracies here. If I get a crit, I'm doing an extra D3 damage. I'm gonna minor action to actually power attack here, so I'm gonna remove one of these difficulties, but I'm also gonna deal +3 damage.
Hey.
And I still got a crit. That's an 18 plus a 1 plus a 3. So
Damn.
that's a 1d6 plus 1d3 plus 4 damage. So 1d6 is a 4. The 1d3 is a 3. So that's 7 plus 4 damage. For 11 total
11.
damage.
Now he is bloodied. You also are going to take 2 physical damage from attacking him at close range.
Oh no, my temp health.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and swing with the blood pike now. I don't get any accuracy on this one. It's just a normal old regular roll. That's gonna be. I'm gonna take a reroll on that one. I'll take marked because I don't really give a fuck about being marked. That's fine, whatever. Not a big deal to me. I'll be marked, and then I'll go ahead and reroll that attack. Much better. How's a 13?
To hit? Yeah, it'll hit.
2d6 plus 1. I didn't. No, crit doesn't matter for this anyway. 2d6 plus 1. You are resistant to this because of all your stuff.
With the deadened nerves.
Yeah. Is there any damage you're not resistant to? Just out of curiosity.
The ones he is resistant is physical, astral, lunar, and force. So something's
Oh!
not that.
I'm gonna spend an MP for tool for the job and switch my damage to solar.
Yeah.
Here comes.
So this
2d6.
golden light that you're producing becomes more obviously light and burns him as it passes instead of slicing.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I imagine he like slashes the. It's a 8 damage by the way.
How much?
8. Sorry, 9.
Ah. Well, he has armor still, so he only has 2 left. So.
Yeah, that's okay. So he's okay. Then he's still in the fight. Yeah, he's fine. I'll let him have it.
Yeah, so you cut him the one time, and then Kana, with his excellent battle senses, sees his body suddenly. I think in Deadened Nerves, it's really like you see that he becomes less like of a person. He clearly becomes more of a magical construct to your senses. they all right, and switch to something that he cannot resist.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Anyone else gonna surge or do something on this?
I still have a turn, but we do alternate, so if
Yeah, we alternate, so you
you
get
can
to
activate one of your guys.
Cool. Who wants to swing? You know what? Kana just swung at this guy. He's gonna swing at Kana. This guy
I was
up here.
hoping you'd say that.
I figured. All right, so he is going to roll.
I am marked currently, so you can consume the mark for accuracy if you want to.
That is an option.
How does an 11? Is that gonna hit you?
11 will hit me.
Barely. He consumed the mark to do it.
Cool.
Because he rolled a 4, baby.
What you got for damage?
He doesn't get the crit, so this is just the standard damage of 8. Or no, 9 because. Or sorry, it is 10 because he is raging.
Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and spend. I'm gonna break one of my Phantom Armory profiles. I'll go with the bow one. Actually, I'll go with the club profile. I'm gonna roll its damage, which is 1d6 plus 1. For max damage, I'll take 7 less.
Alright, so that's only 3 before armor.
So my temp health. I have 2 armor. I have 1 armor, so I go to 2. My temp health is gone. I'll take 1 damage.
Dang, he gave you everything he had, and it still barely scratched you.
It gets worse. I'm gonna spend a
I'm
focus
sure.
counterattack.
Yeah, do it.
Here comes my Phantom Armory. Actually, you know what? Again, I still have the Blood Pike. Why would I not just use the Blood Pike? It's working so well for me, and it still does solar damage until the end of my next turn. Actually, no, it's alright. Until I do it again, actually. It stays solar damage until the end of the scene. So here comes the attack roll.
We stay piking.
That's gonna be a 13.
That'll hit.
It's gonna be 2d6 plus 1 solar
You literally
damage.
cannot not kill him,
Cool.
actually.
So yeah,
He has
I
2
imagine
health
it's like
and 1 armor.
yeah, have the blood pike out, and it's like just constantly spinning it in circles to like constantly keep deflecting away the blows.
Yeah.
He slices and like nicks Kana's like cheek a bit. Kana spins and literally is like licking the blood from his cheek while he comes around, and like meets the guy, kind of like meets him eye gaze for a brief bit, and again, typical anime kind of like anime echoing voice for a brief bit just goes, 17th dance, solstice moon, and the blade comes around on a perfectly like even crescent line and just slides in half behind him. Well, that was fun.
Much like the wizard, falls apart, and these attacks have just evaporated it as it comes apart like a balloon that's been popped.
Hey Tate, I get my temp health
Okay.
back.
Damn. All right.
Every time I defeat a person or give them a wound, I get my crit plus 2 temp health.
That's very nice.
Perfect. All right.
I'll
Well,
take
I
Kana?
believe that makes it.
yours.
I believe that makes it my turn now.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna send my needle snaking out again at the wizard.
He's not happy about it.
How does a 20 sound?
Yeah, that sounds like a crit to me, is what that sounds like.
Sure does. That's gonna be. I rolled the same number twice. That's gonna be 4 force damage.
4 force damage. All right. He's not down yet.
All right. In that case, I will then use 2 of my movement to walk over here, which puts me perfectly in range to storm surge the guy running down on Ajax. And I'll make that a line 4 from him pointing
run up.
down.
I want to shoot him down.
How does a
Why are you running?
14 etheric sound?
Yeah, they don't have a lot of A defense. They only got a 5 A defense, so you got him.
All right, that's 2 stress, and he moves down 4 spaces. I will also spend 1 MP to force him to make a bulk save.
It's 4 stress, you say?
Just 2 stress.
Up 2. All right, because I was about to be like, that would be unfortunate. He has 4. Yeah, you
So
almost
bulk save.
gave him a stress. Oh, what's the bulk save? Yes.
Save target of 11.
Yeah, he got a 15. He's good.
All right, cool.
These guys are beefy. It's not like the mages.
All right, and then I'm gonna use my free action to chug a mana potion.
Hey, the wizard is looking at you upset that you're doing this well at magic.
And then I'll just move back to be standing on the other side.
My thing.
And that's my turn.
Perfect. All right. Then I believe we're gonna do this guy up here. He's gonna 2, 3, 4, and he's coming for you, Hayes.
Bring it on, baby.
Fury. So let's see. Oh, that's only an 9. What's your dodge look like?
My dodge, I believe, is. Well, wait, let me check.
Might be lower than that, actually.
My dodge is 5, but I can interpose with my tombstone. Yes.
Ooh,
Yeah.
So I'll spend a focus.
Little dudes.
And I imagine this like spirit energy will kind of spiral from the ground and like swirl around me. And
What's
the
his-
tombstone dodge is 10, so
Hey,
Hey.
dodge.
this like serrated looking something that's meant more for sawing wood than chopping, but has been reinforced, comes down, and in my head it's like this swirling energy pushes it just slightly to the side as it barely misses you as you dodge. Yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Is these guys really only have the one weapon despite doing it full attack, so that's what he's got. Alrighty, then I think the last one is this guy down here, unless someone else is gonna surge and do full attack. Yay, nay,
You know what? I'll go ahead and surge.
Cool.
Again. Let's see. Do the surge cost of the 1d6 plus 2. That is thankfully 3 more strats.
Wow, you got a 1 again? Dang.
6. Thankfully, because I'm only 1 away
Thankfully.
from my stress cap. Ajax is overheating over there.
There's a whirring sound as he's overclocking his systems. He's like, nah,
Oh
again.
no, he's powered by intel.
Oh, God.
That's a bit of a niche joke. And I'll go ahead and go to attack. Let's see, how far away is he? Oh, 7. Lovely. I'll go ahead and use my slug thrower and my experimental weapon. Attack twice with that. That is a 10 plus 1 for that slug thrower. And then
That'll hit.
do that's an 8 on the die, plus a 2 for the accuracy, and then plus 1 from grit on the experimental.
Yep, his
I think
dodge is
yeah,
10,
11
so
on
you should
both.
hit him.
Lovely. So for the slug thrower
Now I'm gonna need to know
damage,
the... Yeah, you have to do those separately and tell me what kind of damage they are.
Yeah, the slug thrower is physical. I think for the experimental, I've chosen force. And I think he's resistant to both of those.
Yes.
Which is unfortunate. Let's see, if I expend the power die, is that just bonus damage, or does that have a type to it?
The same,
Same
type,
type,
I don't
yeah.
think.
Same type?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just adds.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend my last 2 power die
Alrighty.
to add another
Roll that beautiful
d6
damage.
of damage. So 3d6, that's a 3, a 2, and a 3 for the slug thrower, and then a 3 and a 6. So 9 plus 2 for the experimental weapon.
So 11. That's 5. So what was the totals there? That's 5 for the experimental weapon. How much was the slug thrower?
I was not paying attention, unfortunately. Shit.
I think you said a 3-3-2 for the slug thrower, so I want to say that's 8.
I think so.
8. All right. Then he goes down because if it was anything more than 4, you're fine. Or 5.
okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, you put 2 through his chest.
Cool. And then I have to roll to see if I need to reload my experimental weapon. I do not. And then I get to roll to see if I reload the slug thrower. That's a 1. I do not get to re-roll that or reload that.
Well, keep that in mind as this is the end of our second round of combat.
Yep.
Yep.
Let me change the music a little. You all feel the world shake a little and shudder as no one has pushed it, so it's not going to be as much, but it's not recovering. The clock goes down 1 more. I'll put the thing in there in a second. Let me. As you realize that the damage has been done enough that it needs to be repaired now, you need to get to these circles and start doing checks to fix things. As we are going to head into our first break for the day. Thank you, all of our viewers in Twitch, for being with us for now. We are going to be back in about 5 to 10 minutes to give my players a chance to rest, refuel, and be ready for the end of this combat and the rest of the consequences that happen after. Don't touch that dial.
Hi there, hello. I'm Steve, also known as Sassy Pants, from the thing you're currently listening on. Or watching on, I don't judge. I run Pants Stables, an AP studio based out of India, dedicated to shining a spotlight on underrepresented Asian talent. Every year, we organize a giant Pride fundraiser, and this year is no different. Currently, we're gearing up to fundraise for PFLAG, an incredible organization that is dedicated to supporting, educating, and advocating for LGBTQ+ people and those who love them. From June 27th to 29th, join a bunch of incredibly passionate teeter-poggers from all over the world as we run 13 games back-to-back for 52 hours game, all for charity. Do you want to help us make this event a success? Here's how you can. Collab with us, sponsor an ad buy or a giveaway, or watch our games and spread the word. No, not the bird, the other word. TLDW or DL, June 27th to 29th, big charity event for PFLAG. Good fun, good vibes, woohoo! We hope to see you at our Pants Stables, where there's no pants, but only tables. Thanks for listening. Steve out.
Hello, Twitch, and welcome back, our dear viewers, to Knights of New Avalon. When we took our break, our beacons were looking at the edge of a realm destroyed. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They got 5 turns or less if any of these guys get to a circle to prevent the Magnolia Realms from falling apart. We are back at the top of our round order. Anyone doing anything for bolster?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and bolster. I'll go ahead and refresh.
Mm-hmm. You also get your movement.
Yes.
You do still get to move,
So
yeah.
I'll drop down to 0 stress and reload all of my things.
To give us a little flavor, like, I imagine that a bunch of, like, armor plates lift up and vent and just all the, like, extra
Yeah.
heat that you've been doing. Like, so good. I like that.
Just like my thought is like 2 little like almost shoulder plates, not like
Yeah.
cauldrons, but like on the actual section of shoulder, it kind of just lifts up and just shoots steam out.
Perfect.
Like a really bad humidifier. While other
like
sections
ozone.
kind of open up.
Gunmetal.
Other plates open up
Yeah.
as just bullets are kind of dispensed, and he's reloading his
pretty good. I like
slug
that.
thrower and his lunar cannon.
Anyways, move your, 4? You got 4 movement?
Yeah, I'm no, I don't want to draw. Just pink 1, 2, 3, 4. As he's just kind of just walking his way
Marching
down.
confidently down the hallway. Darth
Yeah.
Vader walking.
With swagger, if you will. Sorry.
The authority
Um,
that Phoenix Wright marches at you. Anyway.
Absolutely.
All right. Anyone? Or I guess I got one guy to move. We're gonna 1, 2, 3, 4. The guy up by Kana's foolishly gonna try and take a swing at him.
Oh, cool. Making my job easier. Thanks.
These ones are clearly not as human, like not as intelligent. These are just empty bits of armor. You've seen them before. That is a 10.
It does hit me.
It's gonna be 2 physical,
Oh no, my temp HP.
right?
I'm gonna spend a focus and counterattack him.
Oh yeah.
Save some time, you know.
Yeah. Roll to hit. That's all you got to do is just try and hit him.
I'll just give it the old. I'll use the old Phantom Armory so I get the accuracy from it. Why not?
Yeah. Although he actually has a decent amount of armor, so I still want you to roll damage, but
Sure.
Likely-
13 plus
likely
6
you're gonna get
plus 1 is exactly 20.
oh yeah, you crit.
So D6 plus D3. So
Plus-
it's plus 1.
okay, unless you roll 2 1s, you're gonna get
Nah.
it.
I got a 1 on D6 to be fair, but I got a 3 on D3, so it's 5.
And you got 3. He has 3 armor. These things are kind of chunky if you don't roll high damage.
Fair enough. Well, then I'll
Yep,
I'll
he falls apart quickly. You can't opener this man.
make a little backstab with the pole arm. You fought bravely, foolishly, but bravely.
Right. The guy up here, unless anyone else is gonna do something on this turn.
Are we on 1 right now?
Yeah,
Or are we
Yeah.
on 2?
Yeah.
still one.
I will go on 1 as well. I will also
Oh,
refresh.
and I'll leave him up here.
So, I am going to spend 2 mana
you
to
there,
use
there.
my Spectre of Sins technique.
Ooh, what does that do? I don't think we've seen that.
Yeah, so when I refresh, I call forth a ghostly manifestation of my sins in a free space. So basically, if I stay close enough to it, it will absorb my damage that I would
Okay.
receive.
Perfect. Awesome.
So let me fill in my sheet things. So I just spent that.
Here, I'm gonna know exactly what I'm gonna do with this.
Let me.
We're making a copy of you, and we're
Yeah.
just changing the color of it.
Yes.
Just invert the colors.
Evil haze.
Haze like evil.
It is because it's literally all of my sins. It is dark haze.
Okay.
Let me
And, I
read
believe
the
you can
rules
have
a little
control.
closer. So I can
So
summon
is
it
this
within
one's
range
named
5, so
Clear?
I'll pop it over here. Opaque.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it? Well, you finish your turn, but I'm
So-
curious. What does that look like or feel like for Hayes to make
Yeah.
this?
So
What are Hayes' sins that he's sort of pushing out and making a copy of?
I think it's very fitting for the first time we see this to be in the Magnolia realm, because I think
Mhm.
a lot of their guilt right now has to do with like, well, I think a lot of the sin is guilt. I think they definitely are taking a little bit of a backseat in the group right now, and I think they
Mhm.
feel kind of bad about that. Like, I should be doing
Mhm.
more because this is my home. But I think like Kana is like very much like leading the charge here. Ajax is like comforting the people, and Cam is scolding the shit out of these fucking politicians. And Hayes is like, damn, am I doing enough, bro?
Mhm.
So I think like
Hayes?
we kind of see as the wispiness of the tombstone is like adjacent to them. I think we kind of see like the tendrils of the tombstone branch off into a mirroring haze, which like looks similar to them, but it just kind of ripples like water when you look close.
And if it sparks joy, I think
Mhm.
this Hayes has a different expression. Like, it clearly feels guilty and down. the posture is different. It is a representation of those feelings, and it just sort of mopes there a little bit.
Yeah.
Just I am not good enough is what it seems to say in its posture. Yeah. Anything else you're gonna do on your turn?
So I will actually do my refresh things, which is
Yes.
refill my MP. What is Discord? It says clear all Discord. I don't have any Discord. I don't
It's
have any
like
conditions to
status that-
clear. I don't think I have an adjacent ally that I can clear a status on either.
Nope.
So I think I just don't do anything for the second half of that.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, if that's all.
Oh yeah,
then,
because you're no longer bloodied.
Oh, so I will spend my minor action to move my tombstone that is near Ajax.
Mm-hmm. Aha.
So
Where
it will
move
kind
to?
of slither forth along the crack of
what's
the
its-
walls.
What's its movement?
4 for a minor action.
Uh-huh. So you can move it one more down, which might be helpful as Ajax is also.
Oh, I
Gonna
thought I
be
had
probably
it in
moving down.
the corner.
I am also
didn't even
speed
realize.
4.
Cool.
Oh, I thought it was right here is what I thought, but
You're probably right.
so yeah, then
I did
here's
kind of
where it
just
would
drop
be,
it in line with Ajax, yeah.
which is fine. It's within range,
Cool.
and it's good to keep it in that range. All right, now if that is everything,
Yes.
2, 3, 4. This armor is coming for you. He also only has 4 Ajax. There's just these 3 very slow things. Just chunk, 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 chunk. Ajax, chunk, 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 chunk. Anyways, but then also we get one guy who's gonna 1, 2, 3, trying to make it towards you. He's working. He's gonna do it. And I think that's. Oh no, we got one more guy. We got one more guy who is actually gonna try and get onto the other side of Hayes and is gonna try and make that attack. They're trying so hard. Or sorry, excuse me. I'm gonna put him here. He gets benefits if he's here. I didn't look at his stat sheet until now. Yeah, so he's gonna make an attempt. Ooh, that's actually a crit. That's a 21.
On
It's gonna be on Hayes.
By default,
well,
enemies
on
don't
the
crit.
bright side. Well, I was gonna say, on the bright side, I have summoned forth my Spectre, so my Spectre of Sins will absorb the damage.
That's 5 damage.
And I think, so just as quickly as this, like, miserable mirror image of Hayes appeared, it will dissipate just as quickly with that blow.
Mm.
Which I think Hayes is infinitely grateful for, because holy shit, that's embarrassing. I do not want everyone to see this fucking Eeyore version of me.
Not to ruin that for you, but how much health does it have?
It has 2 right now, because I have 2 health out of 13.
Oh, right. I had your current
So,
health. Right.
yeah, so,
Oh, so
And
it has the
it's-
health
it
that you
takes
had when you made it.
yes, yeah.
Okay. Because you have all your health back because you refreshed, right? Or no? It's not.
No, I chose to get my mana back, but even
yes, yes.
still, it's at the start of the refresh, not
Yeah.
after
Yeah,
the
okay.
refresh, yeah.
But then, yeah, that's.
Aren't you able to regain both your MP and your HP?
Nah.
I don't think so.
One of the.
Oh,
Is it
do
one of the other- I haven't-
following.
Yeah.
and then
The-
choose
the
one
s-
of the
It was
following.
the
Okay,
second
never
set of options. I was like, I'm not doing any of this. So
Yeah.
All right, cool. Then that's all I got for that. Who is gonna go on to their channel? If no one is going, our wizardy friend down here is gonna try and escape Cam once again.
I'm gonna hit him with the needle. Let's see.
Where you going?
This,
Where you going?
this wizard that has bits missing from him is just sort of stumbling forward. What's the
Gonna be a 13 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
All right, I'm gonna spend an MP to immobilize him,
Again.
and then I'm gonna do. That's gonna be 4 force damage.
Alright, You clearly take this thing apart, but as it dissipates, the other two wizards and the other creatures that have been destroyed here, the other Aetherlings, and then more and more layers of ghosts of people behind him appear, and they all in one voice say, "We wish to be left alone from you and each other. We are the reeds that wish to be separated and unwoven." And he gets that back. He has one wound cap, so he gets his health back. Or he's effectively gets that wound cap.
Nice. All
was
right.
that-
A little
I
tougher
can
then,
see
huh?
what it is. This one is a tad tougher.
And it's this wizard that did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's still immobilized. I don't think that he gets that removed, but he is, however, back to full health and stress. So he's still
Yeah.
stuck there, still mad at you. And so instead, you see him channeling something, and I believe I gotta look at. He is channeling the spell Power Word Kill. It takes 1 mana.
That sounds
Uh-oh.
scary. That sounds
That sounds
ominous.
scary.
Yes. On release, a character within range must make a bulk save. Failure, they take 1 wound. Success,
Oh,
they
man.
take 4 stress. And his scope is 20. So,
Pretty scary.
yep. You see him channeling that. And that's the end of his turn. Cool. Anyone else doing something on 2? Nope. All right. Let's move on to 3. Skirmish.
Let's see. 3.
I think I'll wait.
I'll skirmish. Why not?
Okay.
Ooh, that would be funny, but no. All right, I'm just gonna hit the wizard with the needle again. That's a 20.
Hey.
Dang.
Roll
All right.
those 19s. That's max damage. So that's gonna be 5 force damage.
That is pretty decent. Now, remind me the rules of concentration if someone is familiar.
I have to look them up, but
I can tell you, you have to do a bulk save against the other character's safe target. So it's against my safe target, which is 11.
They're not great at this. That is only a 3, but he has the ability Battle Mage. Once a turn, the War Mage can spend 1 MP to re-roll a concentration save. So let's see if he keeps this up. He rolled worse. He got a 2 this time.
Ooh.
You done got him. I also got to make sure I spend that MP. All right. He tried so hard and got so far.
but in the end,
The
In
end.
the end. All right. That's
And then I'm gonna Scarper. Alright, I'm gonna step into portal 1, which
So, yeah,
it's
come up.
1 movement to take me to
yeah, 1 movement to
here,
get.
correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that'll be my turn.
Cool. Alrighty. Anyone else doing anything on channel?
We're in skirmish.
Or sorry, skirmish? Nope. Alright, then reposition. Who wants to do something in reposition?
I think I will.
Cool.
I'll start with my. Okay, so first, I'm gonna start my turn by doing the. I think I want to go.
Yeah,
through...
object interactions, are those one. Is that an action or a minor action? I'm trying to remember.
It's a minor action. I'm pretty sure.
Cool.
Interactive
Then
object,
yeah, it's your minor action to do this.
Cool. So then okay. I'm trying to think about where I want to go through here. I don't think I really want to go anywhere necessarily. So I guess I'll probably just start off with doing that minor action to take a quick check. Could I rationalize my Sunborn Outsider skill here?
That's the one for your sort of high magic, right? 'Cause I
Yeah.
think your skill in high magic does apply as your
Yeah. kinda what I was
specifically is really good at the like reality shaping or like stabilizing abilities of magic.
Yeah. High magic asserts itself. And so I'm gonna hope it can assert itself here. That's not bad. It's a 13 on the die, 5 on the accuracy for an 18, 19 on with a grit.
Yeah, that's short of 20, so you don't critically hit,
That's alright.
but you are stabilizing it. I'll say you need 3 for each of these circles of regular ones to do so. It will not destabilize further this turn or this round.
Okay. Then I'll use my 1 movement to start my turn. Like I get 1 movement to start my turn. I'll do that. I'll take movement to go here, and then I'm gonna end my turn. And then, do you have anybody to go in this round, Tate?
No.
Then I'm gonna immediately surge.
Mm-hmm.
I am at a decent amount of surge. So it's gonna be 1d6 plus, I believe it's plus 2 stress
Plus
for
2,
me.
yep.
Yeah, so it's not great. Roll at a 3. It's gonna be 5 stress I'm taking, so I'm up to my cap. That's okay. I'm gonna basically do the exact same thing. Minor action. I'll start off with just rolling that again, basically. There's my crit. 16 on the die, plus
alright.
4 for accuracy, plus 1, 21.
Perfect. You have removed the magic circle entirely. What does this look or feel like for Kana as you fully stabilize this corner?
I think for Kana, it's just exertion. Like, he just stands still, spins his sword, plants it into the ground, and pushes as much of his high magic as he can outward, enough that it just suppresses and overrules the magic around the sphere and, like, scatters it into the winds.
Yeah, and I think that you all feel like the way Kana's magic feels to you radiating into this third of this part of the world. And you see the wounds in like that sort of third of this area seal up in gold, almost like someone has poured gold into the cracks of it.
All right. In that case, I'll do my. I don't really want to go through 5 because I'll end up on the other side, and I don't want to end up over there.
Yep. Now, so technically, if you want to do a magic check, because like the bonus action one doesn't count as the free one I'm giving you.
Okay.
If you want to try to do a magic check to pick the door, because you just have to roll a success to be able to pick which side of 5 you come out on.
Alternatively, actually, you know what? Yeah, that's actually exactly what we're doing. So I'm gonna go my start of turn single move. Then I'm gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We are in rush, so I'm gonna keep going. 1, 2. I'm gonna magic check to see if I can get through this one.
I'm gonna say I don't know that Highborn is the one that would work
fine.
for this one.
That's fine. I'll
if you
flat
got another
roll it.
skill you think would, but
I'll flat roll it. It's fine. Not a problem for me.
uh,
I'll pick a 17.
yeah, you can pick which side of 5 you come out on.
You already know, boss. So that's 2. And then I can go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Jeez, you are just speeding all over.
I mean, rush is
The
I
rush
think
is
for
great,
Hayes,
babe.
it's probably the most interesting. Is Hayes, you feel and sense Kana way in that corner, stabilize it, and then out of nowhere just zips right to where you're at. You're like, what?
Friend Hayes, I'm here. Are you having fun?
I see you're having fun.
There are many foes abound, but we can stabilize this round. I'm here to help.
Good.
Perfect. All right. Now I gotta go scroll back to where I was in the book. All right. That was reposition. Anyone else doing anything in reposition? Nope. Brawl then. Anyone doing anything in brawl?
I already
I'll
took my turn and
search to do a
surged.
brawl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meryl, so I'm rolling a 1d3 plus 1 for stress. So that is a 3 plus 1, so I'm gonna go to 1 stress and 1 overstress, which means that I am now immune to stress for the rest of, well, until the start of my next turn, thanks to my unliving armor.
Ooh.
Cool as hell.
fancy.
Yeah. So I'm going to take another shot at this guy with the shovel.
And remember that normally he would be resistant to all sorts of damage, but because
Yes, but because
He
he's
has
still
sundered.
sundered at the moment.
Sundered him.
Thunder armor, baby. It's
I
classic
think
WoW
it's like
all over
the-
again.
the, like wooden and cloth armor that he wears is clearly like shredded and broken on him. Is probably what that looks like. So give him
Yeah,
the
I like
bunk.
that. How's an 18?
That's definitely gonna hit. You would take 2
Alrighty.
damage for hitting him, but I believe
Yep.
your armor is higher than that.
Yes, it is. What? It is a new round, so could I have you make another bulk save?
Yes, yes. That is a 15.
Alright, that will pass. And then our damage is 6 plus 1? So 7 physical?
I believe as sundered, he also doesn't have his armor, so that's taken all of that. He has taken all of his temp HP from critting you, and then some. He could maybe take 1 more of those if you didn't do any more damage than you just did. That's about all he's got. Maybe. So he's not happy. How does he maybe get rid of Sunder? It's just my question. Does he have to like?
End
End of his next turn, that's it.
It should be at the end of his next turn.
Okay.
You know what I just realized? I totally forgot. Hayes, you started your turn, right? So I'm going to spend the mana as a reaction to Quick Stitch. You gain 1d6 HP because you're bloodied.
Thanks. Do I roll the d6?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So I don't. As the game
6!
maestro, I don't care. Hey!
Let's go!
Woo!
Good thing I didn't roll because I would have rolled a. I also would have rolled a 6. Never mind.
Oh,
It was meant to be!
Destined.
No.
It was written in the.
The
Let's
stars.
go!
The
Ah!
prophecy foretold this day.
Awesome. Oh, you know what? I have movement as part of this turn, so I will move as well.
He's gonna try and
1,
hit you.
2,
Dude's gonna try and hit you as you leave.
3. Sounds good.
That's a nat 20.
Ooh. Okay. That'll hit.
So he gets his 5 temp HP. This man is just surviving off of these crits.
Man, literally too angry to
Smacking
die.
Hayes.
Right?
Hey, GM.
And that's going to do. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna spend a focus and interpose.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh,
Do you have the
okay.
range for that?
Yep, it's in range 3.
Okay, cool.
I'm target
yeah,
now.
look at
Hit me.
that.
Okay, cool. Well, it's still the crit, so that is 8 plus. How many times has he been hit now? I need to. These guys.
I just hit him again, so I think twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
So he's got plus 2 to his damage. So that's 10 plus a d6. So that's 14 damage. Dear
I
God.
will break another profile of my Phantom Armory. Gonna go with I'll break the polearm one this time. Why not? For 5 plus 1 damage. I'll take 6 less.
Cool. So instead of 14, that is 8, and then your armor.
Let's see. So 8 and then my armor, so 7. I have 3 temp health, so that drops it away. I take only 5. Or 4.
Oof.
Fucking
Yeah,
A.
he just gave a heck of a swing, and it is not doing nearly as much as it should.
Yeah, no, I'm
Thanks
I'm
for taking
defending.
that blow for me. Holy shit.
Kind of turns, just gives you a wide smile, honestly.
Perfect.
Face
All
drowned
right.
in his own blood.
He's having a good time. We're friends. I'm
Guy
defending
is
my friend.
Scary. This
Yep.
guy is really
Anything-
scary.
Oh, I'm not
Anyone
done,
else
boss.
doing
You
anything?
hit me. I'm
Oh, yeah.
counterattacking. I have 1 focus left.
Yeah, go for it.
You're
and
getting
you still
blood
have the
piped,
pike?
bud. Yeah, you're getting blood piped, buddy.
Although does that still do solar, or do you have to do another?
It's until the end of the scene, or I
That's
do
right,
it
the
again.
scene.
It
Yeah,
still
so
does
you just
solar.
get to-
Holy.
And also, I guess technically it's not the end of his turn, so it's.
Yeah, it wouldn't
it's
matter
also
anyway.
Sundered.
Yeah, true.
I got a 13 total to hit.
That'll hit.
All right, 2d6 plus 1 solar damage for 7 solar damage.
He does not have that temp health, and it is also done more than that he had. So He's not dead, but he is still real close. He could not survive another blow like that if he wanted to.
Well, I'll let that rock out where it is for now.
Cool. Anyone else doing anything in Brawl? Cool. Then we will get to Release, which our wizard failed his concentration, so that's not happening.
Phew.
Channel
I was a little
interrupted.
scared
Channel
there.
interrupted. Channel interrupted.
I was like,
He tried so hard.
if
Anyways,
anyone had to take it, I was really hoping it would be me, but
I think there's
I
only
think
one
I was
person
a
in
little
range.
too far away. So
This
Yeah,
credit's
now
gonna
everyone
be-
else is gone.
No, only one person in range.
All right. Full attack then. Anyone doing something in full attack?
I will absolutely surge once again. What's
Perfect.
it now? We go up in surge cost each time we surge?
Every time you surge.
Yes.
Do we
Each
go
time.
up in the surge cost and then we roll, or
Yes.
after?
No, you
Well, you
You
go
roll
up.
and then the cost
Yeah.
goes up.
So the first, you roll and then it goes up. So it would have went up from the last time you used it.
Okay, because that was last time I rolled. It was the 1d6 plus 2, so now it's the 1d6 plus 4.
Oh my god.
Let's.
Y'all are
I'm
That's
praying
good.
for
That's
another one. Let's go.
one baby.
holy shit!
Water cooled, bitches.
Yeah, efficient cooling system.
god.
Brand new
Oh,
liquid
fuck.
cooling system in this hoe.
I got it.
That's secretly what the adamantium armor really does.
Yeah.
Like,
I went
it's
on
an
Pimp
excellent
My
heat sink.
Ride.
Hit my PC. Anyways,
I can shoot the
make your
guy.
movement, do your attacks.
Alrighty. I will actually attack before I do my movement because I don't know. Because I feel like this motherfucker is gonna get in my way. So I will. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do the lunar cannon again because I just reloaded it. So that is an.
Do you even need the
11
lunar cannon?
plus-
Now remember, he has 3 armor but only 1 health.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll just do the experimental then.
Like what? Like,
Show
buddy,
us
take
the fucking kill confirmed!
it
Yeah.
easy.
You only gotta do 4 damage, man, and then
I'm like,
they're
you can
done.
shoot 2
Oh,
weapons and
this
kill
guy's
both of them.
really
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll do the experimental and the slug thrower again. One down here and then the one behind him. So just keep
Wait,
that
wait.
11 to attack. For one of them, correct?
11
Or-
will hit, yes.
Okay. And then to the 1d6 plus 2, that's 4 on the die plus 2
That gets in.
damage on the experimental.
Mr. Black.
The experimental
Then
just
do I need to
flies
reload?
right
I
through
do
this
not.
thing, and it falls apart.
Thunk. And then the slug thrower attack. That's an 18 plus 1.
Definitely hit.
Can I spend in?
You do not-
I
What
don't
type
think
of
I need
damage
to
does
spend
it-
anything.
Yeah, how much damage does it do? Tell me if you
if
really
I
need the
crit,
crit.
I can gain a power die.
That's fair,
Um,
but I don't know that there's a way you can
yeah.
get plus 1 more to your hit, man. I don't know.
I can take
Unless there's an
one
accuracy.
stress to gain 1 accuracy as a minor action.
Okay.
Aren't you already at your? No, aren't you like at your stress cap?
No,
I'm
he's
at
close.
5. Let's go to 6, baby.
All right, fine. Have fun.
To add 1, so 5, I get a power die back. Yippee-ki-yay,
Just
we'll
imagining
save
his
that for the
turns
wizard.
Every time in step 1, he just like immediately takes out all stress, and then on 7 gets it all back every time.
Yeah.
Listen, that's the loop. It's efficient heat processing.
My strategy is a circle. Clear all stress in phase 1, gain it all back in phase 7.
House, I've got a battle mech to show you later. I think you're gonna love. We'll talk.
Anyways,
Cool.
roll that beautiful
and
bean footage of
then-
damage, baby.
Let's see,
It's double the
that
dice, so I feel like
is-
it's impossible for you to not.
Well, it's
four and
roll
a
twice, pick the
one.
highest for a crit.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and a 1 both times.
That's still enough.
I'm just amazed at the fact that I rolled it twice.
Yep. So in my head, this is like aimbot looking, where it's like one cannon, bam, immediately switch to the other one, and like rotate perfectly, bam. As you're just
Exactly.
calmly, again, authoritatively marching down the hallway. So move yourself
Yeah.
forward.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. I imagine at least like the slug thrower is like on his shoulder, and it just swivels around. Like he's not even like turning to look at the guy behind him. The gun just rotates, snaps to him, and fires.
The two smaller arms just rotate around perfectly. You don't have to even look.
Yeah. See, I do not need to reload the experimental, and then do I need to? And then I get to reload the slug thrower.
Efficient reloading as marching. Perfect.
I think I already had to stare down, but don't know. But
Cool.
I have it now. Or the quick draw, yeah.
So I believe now it is our last Wrathful Woodcutter's turn. See if he survives it. As clearly he's going to be going for Kana.
I got no more focus, so I can't counterattack you.
All right, so here we go. Let's see if this man just gets to crit every time he attacks. He got a 1.
Oops.
Well,
I think that's all they wrote, folks. Unless
he's got
I can't
reliable,
have-
no?
Reliable, yeah?
that's right. So yeah, he does 3 damage.
I'll take reliable. I'll take 3 damage. Well, 2 damage because I got armor. Hey, I've been bloodied for a while now, but I mean, like since that last hit, I was bloodied. So you know, you get me there.
He's trying. I'm not saying that these guys were here specifically to fuck with Kana, but like,
I appreciate it.
anyways.
I'm flattered, truly.
That's what he's got. Alrighty. So anyone else doing anything in full attack?
Anybody can do anything.
All right. Then
I already did my thingy.
nobody delayed, so we're back to 1. This last little soldier guy trying his best. This little empty armor, is gonna try and hit Kana.
Sure.
That's a mistake.
I can.
The thing is that he does get 1. Oh, sorry. You were gonna do something? My bad.
Well, I was gonna say I can interpose for Kana if you would like, but I know Kana is a little bit of a
I don't know if Kana wants that.
Hey,
of
listen,
a
you're
freak,
allowed to
so-
interpose if you want. I don't have focus. I can't counterattack him.
Okay.
That is a 16 to hit because he gets 1 accuracy while he's next to an ally.
A 16 would hit me.
I will spend that focus to interpose.
Perfect.
And the same, like, wispy spirit energy that we saw earlier branch off to create that specter will now engulf Kana.
Perfect.
Kana will turn and look at
trying
Hayes.
its best.
Kana will turn and look at Hayes and just, as long as you watch my back, I will watch yours.
I'll do my best.
Perfect. And then that's
How much damage are we looking at here?
it is 2. He doesn't do a lot of damage.
Okay. I will make sure that I'm tracking it.
Perfect. Alrighty. That's all he's got. Anyone else going to do anything in? I guess that's it. Channel. We're doing channel. Anyone doing anything in channel? And remind me, he is pinned until the end of this turn, right? So he cannot move.
Correct,
So we'll get
yes.
down here. Cool. You sense or see in the case of Ajax around the corner, he is channeling something. It is a different attack that does also sound terrifying. Chain Death.
Oh.
On release, the War Mage chooses up to 3 different characters within range, designating them as 1, 2, and 3. Draw straight lines from 1, 2 to 3. The characters and any characters within one of these lines must make magic save. Failure, they take 6 lunar damage and are weakened until they regain any amount of HP. Success, it's 3 and are weakened until their next turn.
Dang.
Scary.
He doesn't have to pick yet. Well, I guess. No, hold on. He can't actually get anyone though. It looks like, except for Ajax.
Oh,
But
to make that triangle.
Ajax, and Ajax.
it has to be 3 separate characters. So
Yeah, I know. I
might,
figured.
Me, myself, and I doesn't
I mean,
count.
you could pick the tombstone.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, you could pick the tombstone.
Oh yeah, if he can hit the tombstone, then that's fine. It just says the first one has to be in range.
Oh, well, yeah, there you go.
Or no, it's 3 different in range. So never mind. I think he's gonna just do power word kill still. But I did like the name of that out of their attack. So.
Tombstone should still be within your range.
Yeah, but all 3 have to be within
But-
range. So they
oh,
might as
yeah,
well
true.
just go for the guy with guns that's walking him down authoritatively.
Walk in.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Walk in. Yeah,
Alright.
sorry.
Ajax, you can tell he's gonna try and absolutely end your existence. We'll see how that goes. All right, that's all I got for 2. Anyone doing anything else in 3 now?
Yeah, Ajax, you want to go absolutely end its existence?
I think he might wait for full. Oh no, he can't wait for whatever.
Oh! I
Mhm.
will go in 3 this time, I think.
Mhm.
First I'm going to use my movement to
Yep.
enter the circle. Oh wait, that's not my mouse. 1, 2, 3. And I would like to use my minor action to
Stabilize.
stabilize the circle.
Now,
Are you still bloody, by the way?
I am not bloodied anymore.
Okay,
now
cool.
that you gave me that health.
I'll remove that then for you.
Stitcheroo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your
I
turn.
forgot about that. So I
Connor,
roll
aren't you
d20
bloodied?
plus magic.
Yeah, but it's fine. I gotta wait.
Is that correct?
Yes.
yeah, it's a magic roll. You add magic, and you can add whatever
Cool.
from a skill, as well
Could
as if you want a book title.
Yeah, could I use Upholder of Magnolian Tradition? I feel like
I
Yeah.
feel like that fits,
stabilizing
yeah.
the Magnolia realms
literal
is,
realms,
is a
uh-huh.
great time to be an Upholder of Magnolian Tradition.
Exactly. So it's a number of accuracies that you have. For that skill
Yeah.
set. Number d6.
8 plus 4 is 12, plus 3 is 15. Is that
15.
math? That sounds like
Yep.
correct math?
Yeah, you have done one of the 3 of required to stabilize this spot.
Cool. Awesome. And then I shall volley, I believe.
Ooh, a volley.
Go for it.
A little volley. Upon yonder blue shield man.
Yes.
Yes.
Mr.
Although,
Lucian.
what splash shape is blast 1? Is that
That would hit me, yes.
3? Okay.
Yeah,
Blast
blast one
one.
would be this.
Sorry.
You can
not done?
choose the location. It's not burst one, so you can, unless
You can pick
you have
it
to
there.
target like an actual person.
Oh wait,
you can put it on the
okay,
ground.
So then I can just do it further back.
Put it right behind, the armor.
Exactly,
guy.
yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay. Cool. Cool. Awesome.
Get him, Hayes.
How is a 14?
14 will get both of them, unless you roll
Wait,
separately
you got
for both.
you got to roll separately, yeah.
You have to roll separately. Yeah.
Okay, 14 for the blue guy. Because I was focused on the blue guy. And 6 for the red guy.
Meets
Not
it,
so hot.
beats it, because that's an 8
Oh.
right?
Okay, bet!
Is it an 8 Eric attack?
Yes, it is.
Yep,
It's
then you get
arcane
him.
Etheric. Do I roll damage separately for each of them
Nope.
as well?
Damage once.
No, just once.
Okay, cool. 3 lunar damage.
Oof. So the armor has 3 armor.
Oh,
you
so
take
it's
them
just
down.
perfectly balanced.
And our wrathful woodcutter, lunar is one of the ones he is resistant to. He is no longer sundered. So,
Yes, yeah.
he takes. Is it 2 or 1? 1. Oh, it's 2.
2.
Okay. He is so close to death. Alrighty. I don't have anyone that's doing anything in This is brawl still. No, this is
This
skirmish.
is 3.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anyone in skirmish, so if you guys want to do anything in skirmish, you may.
Nah.
Skirmish, I've still got to go.
I will say, not to direct too much, but the armor has good armor, but there's nothing it does to reduce stress taken, and it also only has the 1 stress.
I don't deal stress. I deal damage.
The only stat effect we have in this household is reducing the enemy's health stat to 0.
I have great crowd
Good
control.
go.
If they're dead, they're controlled.
All right.
I will move.
Oh, you're gone? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move my 4 to right there. Kaplunk. And that puts me, I think, within range. Yes. Within that guy. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my slug thrower again. Because I think that is of adequate damage. That's a 15 plus 1 to hit. So 16.
It's definitely gonna hit. The wizards are not really good at dodging things.
Yeah. That is a 2 plus a 6 for the
8.
damage.
He has 2 HP left.
I'll go ahead and use one of my power die.
Yeah, that feels fair. Not a
And that's
1.
a 4.
Yeah, he gone. You put a slug
Wow.
right through this man. He was perfectly fine a second ago, channeling on killing your ass. And now...
Yeah.
There's 2 kinds of people in this world: the quick
You ever seen,
and the dead.
you ever seen those slow-mo videos of someone putting like a BB through a water balloon? That's what his skin looks like. It's like there's just void and emptiness in it. Just
Skin ripples out.
yeah.
Ew!
And again, it's like his clothes, like everything inside of him, whether it was body or not, is empty and just perfect.
I've rolled a 5 to see if I need to reload it. I don't know whether or not it's worth it for the MP to reload.
I mean,
Uh,
what are
I'm
you
gonna say you
shooting?
don't really have a lot of targets left.
That's a good question though. Like, what is there left?
If you really wanted to and ignored the circle, you can come back out of Portal 1 up at the top and start firing anything that has arcing.
You should not do that.
Yeah.
You should focus on the circle.
Yeah.
You're the only one down there.
Yeah, I didn't. Well, see, my concern is Secret Phase 2. Who knows?
Ah.
Fennec the Unwise might come back and just be like, "All right,
He's
what's
back!
up, yuckers?"
I
He's
promise
back!
you, he's not in this combat. Anyways,
He returns as
Somehow
Fennec the
Fennec
Wiser.
returned.
yeah,
Fennec the less foolish.
Yeah. Fennec the studied.
Fennec the paranoid. Anyways, Fennec gonna get his ass beat.
Stinky.
That was what was in my head. I didn't want to do it. Anyways, I assume now that Cam may in fact do something now that Ajax is finished.
Yeah, why not? I'm gonna storm surge the 2 that are by Kana. I'm gonna line it up to where they don't actually get moved. Basically, I'll start it far away and like line 2 upwards or whatever. All right, first one on the armor. Let's see. That's gonna be a 6.
That beats it. He has an 8 and
Wow, okay.
5.
Perfect. And then for the other one, 17.
That'll definitely get, because his aid defense is also 6. So like both of them were gonna get got.
Cool. So they both take 2 stress. I will
Yeah, the
also
armor-
spend.
Falls apart
Okay,
and
yeah.
clatters against our big wrathful woodcutter. So he's just gone. The woodcutter only has like 4 stress to deal with, so he could go down quicker with stress damage at this point.
Cool. I'm also gonna
Somehow.
spend an MP to make him do a bulk save.
He got a 16. I think he's fine.
He is fine. All right, and I'll do movement 1, which will put me out here. 2. Oops. This was here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Which puts
Hey.
me just barely outside the circle.
Unfortunately, you've already used your minor action, so
Did I?
Did you mind?
yeah, to do the MP to make him do a bulk
Oh
save,
no,
didn't you?
that's part of the storm surge.
Oh, well
that's
then
like
yeah,
part
you
of
are
that
in the
ability.
circle.
Oh, am I?
You are
Okay.
at the edge of
I
it.
figured
Yeah.
I need to be inside the 2x2.
No, no.
Okay,
You're touching
I'll
it.
do the magic check then. I have
See
one
the
magic.
crit.
I'll
Oh,
use
let's see the
my.
crit.
Do I want to use one with the world? Sure. I'll say one with the
Feels-
world because it's
That feels
magic
like that
themed.
fits.
Yeah.
Also one with the world.
That's not gonna be good enough. I don't think. That's gonna be a.
Reroll table.
You don't have to do that.
So I think that's a it's a 13.
Yeah, that's a success. So it only needs one more success for that circle, and I mean, Hayes already managed one this time, but now doubly so. It's not going to be destabilized further. Perfect.
that's it.
All right. So that was was that
Skirmish.
reposition? It was skirmish.
Skirmish,
All right.
yeah.
Anyone doing anything in reposition?
Nah.
Would I be able to
Raw.
surge
Oh.
again? Oh,
No.
no, I'll just wait.
Once around.
Oh, yeah, I already surged. Never mind.
Anyways, brawl. Anyone do anything
take
in
it.
brawl? Cool.
I'm thinking, oh, why not? We'll give him the old Phantom Armory. I will minor action to go into. Is that to give me stress? I gotta double check. Let me make sure. Because if so, then I'm not doing that. Yeah,
And then remember that he is still resistant to physical, astral, lunar, and force. And your
Oh,
Phantom
true.
Armory is not the one that is solar, right? It's the
it
blood.
can be. I just gotta spend a mana for it.
I mean, true.
But you know
I'm just
what?
saying that you gotta do that.
I'm gonna do that. It's fine. Yeah, we'll give him the. I won't change my stance, but it's still accurate. So I'm gonna go ahead and take 2 accuracy as I drop my d6 every fucking where.
No.
Here we go. 13 plus 6 plus 1 is 20.
Oh yeah, you crit him. Something tells me he's going down, but
D6 damage is only a 2 for that one. D3 damage
still
is
standing.
a 2, and then
he's
plus 1 more.
yeah, he did.
Cool.
What's that look like for the last guy as we end the combat?
Yeah, I think it's very, very simple at this point. Like, I imagine like the armor clatters against him, he kind of like turns and like lashes at it or like knocks it away from him, and kind of just like swooping directly under his guard. Just in the next life, I'd practice awareness, and then he'll just kind of
Yeah.
like slide under him and just 8th dance, jagged fangs, and just slide straight up under him, spin his sword, and swing it right back down.
You cut him into 3 neat parts that flutter away, as what seemed solid a moment ago is now revealed to be a falsehood. Let me move you guys.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine.
Because we do not need the map now. What I need from everyone, is 4 checks. So each one of you gets 1, and then if we fail, you can go back around. You can only afford 5 failures before you get 4 successes. As you are here in this space, the realm, at least the corner that has the 2 corners that haven't been stabilized, are cracking further. The etheric energies you've released, Hayes, you can feel are pushing outwards at the edges of this already unstable place. You hear wails and whispers of just endless voices. Leave us alone. Leave us alone, as if wind blowing through the reeds in the river. Each of you give me a check and tell me what it feels like what does it feel like for your magic to bring people together? Like, what is social about your magic as you roll? So whoever has an
Same
answer
magic
back.
check, yeah.
Yeah, same magic check.
Okay.
You can evoke your title, you can use what skills. But the question I have for you is, what about your magic makes you feel like you've come together with, like, people? What connects you to others? Who's going first?
Can we reroll table for these? Or
Yeah.
no?
Yeah,
Okay,
go for it.
sick.
I will do
You're
that.
still technically in the combat phase, it's just the map doesn't matter anymore.
Word.
Much better. Anybody have an answer first, or if not, I can go. It's fine.
You can go.
I imagine to answer your question, Kana like sees that the combat is kind of like no more enemies, and like sees like the realm is kind of becoming like kind of wailing. I think he runs over to the circle and takes Cam's hand in one and Haze's hand in the other, and like,
Oh.
I am not very skilled with magic, but I am happy to help. And I think again he'll just push as hard as he can and just flare all of his magic he can outward. And Kana's magic is warm and exhilarating. It feels like the joy of being at a festival or a party or dancing or singing or performing. It feels like that adrenaline rush of being together and celebrating something. It's, it's joy bringing, I guess, is what makes Kana's magic so like communal.
And yeah, you rolled high enough.
17. 18 with grit.
Yep, you feel that togetherness knits the world together more, and more of the voices grow silent. Who wants to go next?
I got a 15. For Cam, so we're talking like a large number of people or a small number of people?
Anything that is like community, like a
Oh,
reason
okay.
to be together.
Yeah, so in that case, it's an interesting one. It's the feeling of being outside when it starts to rain and people gathering under an awning where, oh, I need to get out of the rain here. Or, just if there's somebody with an umbrella, it's, oh, share this umbrella with me. That sense of, oh, I need to find somebody else in a place of shelter, basically.
Providing for others as well as yourself.
Yeah.
More of the voices grow silent as the world feels safer. For the last two of you, somebody roll some and tell me what it feels like.
Yeah, I rolled a 7.
Ooh.
Not too hot, even after I rerolled.
Uh-oh.
Interesting. So I'm going to give you this one shot. You haven't evoked your title yet. And that's a
I
plus
have
2.
not.
Oh, that would just be one less. One.
Yeah.
Did you add grit to that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't add grit. I had
The grit.
one.
Okay,
I had
so
1
it's-
plus 6 was 7. Yeah.
So yeah, if you evoke your title, and I want to know specifically, tell the audience your title and how that brings people together. I really
Yeah.
want it. It's so good.
So
What's the title?
Sapphire's Glare is
Yeah, okay.
very much about like the importance of like the realm crystal to the realm. As like something that literally holds people together. So I think it's different than how Haze's magic holds people together, but it's very much about
It's
like the
representative of it.
crystal itself. Yeah.
Yeah, and you are here standing next to it. The building to your side is unnaturally purple, where it's really more usually a sapphire blue color. It shifts into green most of the time, and as you are pulling this together, the crystal becomes its natural bluish green, the sort of thing that it rotates between these colors. And more stitches and voices don't just become silent, but start cheering you all on. The Aetherlings are being purged, the voices, into understanding this crystal means disparate groups of people who come together. And the last little stitching that needs to be done. Oh, sorry, finish.
I was also gonna say I think Haze's magic is like the sense of people being together in like a celebration of life sort of way, in this like storied memories sense.
It
Which I
evokes
think-
the memories of then the people who built this place.
Yes, yeah.
Because
exactly.
these Aetherlings replaced them. The mages and wizards and soul casters and the workers who are here every day, those are the voices that turn against the Aetherlings and cheer you on. And then Ajax is the last roll. Very funny.
That is a 10 plus 1 from
Perfect.
it.
Ajax, you see the math of this space and see the last parts that need to be connected. And what about your magic connects this place and the people in it?
I feel like at least camera wise, we
Gotcha.
see Ajax almost standing before the realm he grew up in. But there's almost like this cellophane barrier between him and the rest of like his own kind, and the scene will shift, kind of rotating around him to more of like a wooded area, and as it continues around, the scene is of him and Hayes in front of a campfire, as Hayes is probably info dumping onto Ajax, and it is the personal connection of wanting to learn more of the world around them and of who they are as people, and just that connection of we're going to learn this together.
And I think it is almost like, again, that camera, that cellophane, we see that that's almost like the image in Ajax's mind. And it flits through all these different lessons about all the different math of a realm that the builder and the other people that Ajax have met and known and learned from. And Ajax explaining that to others, and that joy of learning together and sharing together is the sort of like final stitching on the little corners of this realm as they're putting all of the pieces back into place. Mathematically perfectly, it is finished. And suddenly the voices are gone. The portals on the doors stabilize, and you all feel the building that has been around this sort of settle into place. You realize that when the building is put together, it's actually quite organized. It's easy to get from place to place. It is not a maze. You feel the 5 mayors of the Magnolia Petals arrive. Some of their assistants and their workers that were in that room with them. On from one side, and from the other, you feel Thorn and Jasmine arriving. They are all come to this courtyard and see the 4 of you standing triumphantly next to it, to the crystal. It's calm. Did you want to say anything to them in this moment?
I feel like Ajax would probably focus on healing the wounds of like either Hayes, I don't know, and Kana, because you also took a fair bit of damage too. That's probably what he would be doing when they walk in. So I don't know if he'd really have too much to say.
Yeah, I think similarly, Kana will kind of like shift somewhat on his own weight and like look at Hayes and they are your people. You are the champion. You should speak with them.
If you insist.
I do.
Hayes.
And he kind of she way too hard on the back.
Okay. Like, we didn't just have a fight. I'm still tender.
So many torn ligaments.
Hayes will, I think, approach Jasmine first and embrace her. And, like, kind of nod in respect to Thorn. And say, thank you once again for letting us pass. It is done.
Thorn bows to you and the beacons behind you deeply and respectfully. I am glad that I have now gained the wisdom of trusting beacons. I think that Jasmine, having hugged you, sort of turns to the crowd, because they came from different directions, walks sort of with you between them and you, and says, "We should be, and we will work to be, grateful, endlessly grateful, for the beacons who reminded us that we must always consider how much better we are together than apart. Always consider the strength, the flexibility, the community that we can have if we only take the time to see it." And then, turning so that she is part of that group, talking to you, the beacons, says, "That is the gratitude we share." And as she bows, as the 5 mayors bow, as people behind them bow, you know is maybe the right word, or you feel that they will in fact do their best to remember it.
I think Hayes will speak kind of addressing the mayors, but mostly to Jasmine. That this responsibility as a beacon for me was to repay the gratitude I have to this place.
Yeah, I think it is still Jasmine, sort of as the spokesperson for the group. Well, then your gratitude is ours. You have more than repaid it. Before we leave the scene, was there anything else that needed to be said or wanted to be said here?
Kana will just take a step forward, coming back to his like focus about someone, just like kind of calls out, "Alhayana, Hayes Yoon! Hail the champion of the Magnolia Realms!"
Yeah, the crowd starts cheering. That's like kind of all they needed. They returned the hail in this sort of miniature center realm that pins all of it together. Their joy reverberates, and flower petals, various colors and styles and sizes, just seem to appear and fall gently, almost like party confetti.
I think
Kana, please.
I think Hayes will kind of sheepishly like feel this instinct to try to hide behind one of the other beacons, but instead they will reach their arms around the group and like kind of pull everyone forwards with them towards the crowd.
We have done well this day, friends.
Is there anything else before we close the scene out?
Let's see. I think Ajax would probably turn to the mayors and more or less just say, you can only be as good as the information you have. Know as much as you can before making decisions. Because his stance is it's largely due to the fact that their assistants had kicked off this whole thing of and even took out the people that would have mainly been the two that would have been able to do this properly. Just keep your eyes aware and even look under places that you would normally miss. Make sure that you have as much information as possible before making decisions.
That's what it was. Cam, wanted to add anything?
Yeah, we'll just he'll snort and just look at them and go, "It's easy to say words. I'll be speaking with Ansel about keeping an eye on your realm and your government."
I think that's a really good spot for sort of ending the scene, unless y'all because it's as you say that, it maybe occurs to you where Anselm is. Like Anselm and Zane and Maeve were coming from the other side, trying to find a different entrance, make it toward the center. And is it at this moment that Zane comes from the third of the four doors, carrying a battered and bleeding Anselm, who is barely conscious, clearly having gone through the ringer trying to get through here. The two of them walk in, and he stumbles, and he looks at you, you 4 of the 5 beacons, and says, "I'm sorry. Maeve is gone." And that is where I want to end this session. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for being here in episode 8 of Knights of New Avalon, our beacon show. I've been having some lovely players here playing these beacons, and I would love for them to tell us who they are, who they've been playing, and where they came, or where we can find them next. I'm gonna let you guys popcorn, because if I pick, someone will be eating something, I guess.
I'll go first. Hey friends, I'm Young Foxy, aka Big Foxy, also known as your favorite Fox Philly's finest, and today I got the pleasure of playing Kana Alva, our Aureate Cavalier, our Elf Arsenal, little guy with the most swords. If you're looking for me, I'm all over the internet at Young Foxy. It's YUNGFOXXII, sometimes with an underscore in the middle. The next place you'll see me is right back here on Alliance Roleplay again in exactly 3 more days for another episode of Tears of Divinity Fading Chronicle. We might just have a full cast again, so don't miss it. Gonna be a lot of cool things happening over there. You'll see me right back here again on Friday for another episode of Steel and Arbor. Pretty big one, not to give it away or anything. And then I'll be back here doing some more other things, including my Gypsy Sirens, my lovely mass campaign, and some other cool things you'll see me for. So if you want to know what I'm up to, stay locked right here. And thanks for hanging out with us. It's been awesome. Y'all have been incredible. Take care of yourselves and each other. Mwah! Bye. Popcorn and Lucian.
It's me. Hey, I'm Lucian. I played Cam, our dwarf life weaver who likes to go fishing. You can find me here on this channel every week doing either this or doing Steel and Arbor. So, next week, Steel and Arbor, maybe. Yeah. You can find me nowhere else because internet. I'll send it on over to Chouse.
Hello everyone, I'm Chouse. I've played Ajax. Our guns hit once this entire battle. They just can't get close to me.
Right? You have all that armor and nothing to deflect with it.
I haven't needed to use any of my armor. I've got 3. And you can find me pretty much here. And in our Discord, someone post the thingy in the chat.
Too fast.
That's not how you spell Discord. Okay, fair enough.
Too fast.
I spelled it Dimpcord, but whatever.
Discord.
Jim
It's like a hamster meme. All right.
Yeah. And yeah, it's been fun playing with some tricky doors. Who used the Pokemon move trick room in here?
Pass the
Lucian.
fucking thing along, Chouse.
Who's left?
Literally just egg.
Egg.
Hi. I'm Emily or Egg Chan. You can find me on the internet as Egg Chan. Sometimes there's a space between the egg and the Chan. Mostly on Twitch. Here for this show, and also in 2 weeks, also on Wednesdays, Jump City Sirens, where I play another horny guy who's also sad about things. But not as sad as this one.
A new Haze.
That's all.
Didn't know that about Haze. All right. Anyways, thank you Twitch and thank you Internet for being here. My name is Tate Washburn. You can find me at Tate the Terrific on any platform I care to be found. And if you find me somewhere else, no, you didn't. What you should actually do is follow this channel's Blue Sky, Neon Lights Roleplay, because that's where several people much funnier than me run our social media and announce the cool things we're doing. Or you can join us on our Discord, where we meme and we stream, and we sometimes pick up cool players for things like this. Next, you will see me on Steel and Arbor next week on Friday, and then back here on this. And then soon we have a thing that we've been pre-recording that we're going to release at some point, and we will announce that on the places I mentioned just previously. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for playing along with us, and we will see you next time on Knights of New Avalon. Bye-bye.
Stick around for the outro video.
Outro video. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Goodbye now. Bye-bye.
We have those now.